Good morning, everyone. Happy Saturday. Hello, just me. Thank you. Kathy, Jason, Thomas, Sue, sorry, pardon type. Julia is absolutely not the Tennessee dog handler, but Seth is loving the attention and opportunity to slander her Proudfoots as much as possible. Sebastian is no longer forefront of his mind. Money, pardon typo. Sebastian is no longer the forefront of his mind. Hey, Caroline. Good morning to all of you. Electro. How's everybody doing? Doodle Mom. You know, we are officially on summer break and I still couldn't sleep in. Granny super simp. I'm honored. I am honored. Good morning, Billy. File 2020. Pristine. Trish. Yeah, it is early. I've been up way too early, so I figured let's have a conversation while we're here. 2 months, Brooks. Good to see you. Thank you so much. Oh, we got a helicopter. Oh, Louisiana. Have fun, souls. Hey, Natalie. Fiddle Dee Dee. Twist. Good morning to everybody. Let me see if I can fix my layout really quick. Oh, I guess that's the best I can do. Settings, layout. Okay. How's everybody doing today? So there is some Mrs. Fletcher, that dude, Jackie, True Texan, Linda Cares. Good morning. You think we've been catfished? Hey, Red, Kathy. I don't know, but I do know. I know, souls. I actually came out this morning. I need it. I still have it on my little blanket. It was definitely chilly. Always me, Porsche. Oh, look at this beautiful bird. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see him. That bird is way too close to my cat, though, I'll tell you. All right, go away. I let Nellie come out. She knows to stay with me, and then we bring her back in. Was it a blue jay? Because I don't know, Jason, but it was beautiful. Could you guys see it? You couldn't see Miss Fletcher? It was a blue bird. No, that was blue. Oh, the screen was black. Damn it. What the hell? Why would the screen be black? That makes me sad. That was a beautiful, beautiful blue bird. It was big and loud. Let me see. Is it still? Are we still a black screen? Robin did give JLR a cease and desist. Well, it was definitely blue, Jason. I'm sorry you couldn't see it. It's still black? That's so weird. Hold on. Give me just a second. Oh, it is a black screen. Okay. Why would that be happening? Hey, Jem. Yay, I'm so happy because I'm an early riser too. Well, it kind of ruins how I was going to show you guys this video. I was going to pull a JLR. So the screen's still blank. Like we still just have a black screen. If that's the case, I'm going to exit out and try to come back in and you guys tell me if it's still that way. That sucks though, because I wanted you all to see the bluebird that'll die for you. I don't know because that bird did come like extremely close, to be honest. All right, I'll be right back. If they have a nest, they will swoop down and peck your kitty. Okay, I had a feeling. Can you guys see now? Now you can see, and now I was gone. Yeah, is that why that bird came so damn close to me? Lord have mercy. It better not come back this way then. I thought it was too close for comfort. Like, it shouldn't have came that close to me or my cat. Okay, you can see. Okay. Julia said she talked to Max's handler searching who knows. Okay, so let me play you guys this. We're going to pull a little JLR this morning. Hopefully. So this is Terry Lynn. Not that you need to see. You don't need to see. She's reading what she just got. That bird was really close, that dude, so that makes a lot of sense. If he comes back, I'll show you. Even if I did read, I wouldn't acknowledge it. Can't tell me nothing. I ain't seen nothing. I ain't hear nothing. Terry Lynn's out there searching hard in this parking lot. Or maybe I went too far, but we'll just let her sit for a minute. You sit for a minute, Terry. She's not talking, just me, so that's all right. As soon as she starts to talk, I'll get her. So basically, the rumor is that Julia is not in Tennessee, and she is trying to. Give me just a second. Here we go. Read a book. That she's trying to write a book. Now, I don't know if this is true. Just the rumors. No, Terry did not get a cease and desist. Let me forward a little bit. Hold on. Hey, Adam.
Hold on just 1 minute. I hate to even do this because this is not professional. Period. It's just not. But
let me speed her. Let me speed her up.
This is crazy.
I hate this new layout. Can you even speed on these? No, you can't. Damn it. We'll just have Terry in the background.
Law enforcement is going to handle me. Got it. I think that's what they're saying. I don't care.
Here she goes.
Do I look like I'm scared? I'm not. Let me see.
Hey, Daisy Dad. B. All right, now she's about to read it. Hold on. Oh, you better get out of here, little buggy. Little buggy. Dang, Terry, I thought I had you at the right timestamp, girl. Come on.
Yeah, it makes no sense. I'm not placating bullshit.
Here we go.
Excuse my language. Yeah. So if I mention a dog handler named Julia, law enforcement will handle me. Okay. Call them, please. I don't take kindly to threats. But anyways.
All right, so let's pause there for a minute. So basically she says she received a letter from Julia that says if Terry Lynn mentions her, law enforcement will handle her. Now, we all know that's not the way that works. Hey, Scout, Daisy Dead, Chica, everybody coming in. Alexis C, welcome everybody. So the what I'm hearing is going on, and Terry Lynn has been live for a very long time. But what I'm hearing is going on is Julia. So Terry Lynn offered to meet up with Julia quite a few times. And every time Julia backed out from her. Now, others have been questioning if Julia is really in Tennessee. And she literally said, like, well, how can I prove it? Well, there's many ways to prove it, honestly, if you wanted to. You know what I mean? You could. So it's kind of making sense. Like, Seth is like, Julia, ghosted me. She's not meeting up with me. And then Julia goes and she makes a post, okay? So hold on. I'm going to skip out of Terry really quick, and I want you guys to see this. Julia makes a post, and I'm sorry, but it doesn't help her. It doesn't help her, in my opinion. Now, you guys may disagree. Good morning, Lindsay. So this is her post, right? It says, I will no longer discuss this after this post, and I will straighten this out officially. The lies about me not being in Tennessee are absolutely 100% false. I was in the state for all the 100 days. No, I came into this late. Please, with all due respect, stop the rumors. Now, why even mention you weren't here for the first 100 days? Like, nobody's questioning that. Then this is her answers, all right? Yes, my Amazon list for my canines, not me. So let's think about this. Julia comes on the scenes. She right away is bashing a Proudfoot. She's involved in all the behind the scenes fuckery, if you will. And she's in all the chats that are bashing them. Oh, thank you. It's really weird, though, because I can't figure out their mood changing because they're not the color that they're supposed to be, but the tip of them is. It's really weird. So I don't know if they change in the sun or with the mood or something, but it really freaked me out when I noticed. Because I'm like, that is not the color I chose, but okay. But the tip of it is. So she comes out on the scene. She's right away. She's making headlines. She's on all these panels. She's a K9 handler. She's going to go to Tennessee, la-di-da-di-da. And then she makes a channel. All right, fine. No big deal. She makes a channel, whatever. Then she has a wish list. Okay. So she says, yes, my Amazon wish list for my canines, not me, is going to my home address. I'm not doxing my male cousin to satisfy, there's Nellie, the curiosity of online people. Well, anybody who's ever had a wish list knows it just tells you like the locate, like it doesn't give an address. Just body temp. But I can't figure it out, Remy. I don't know how to explain to you all what I'm saying, but the tip is the color I chose. The rest is not. So bizarre. Well, she did, Agent 9. With utmost respect, she did absolutely bash the Proudfoot. She bashed the fuck out of Chris. She did. And that's why she was invited on panels. So she goes on to say she's not going to dox her cousin's address. Why do you need to know his address? I even say in the description, the items are being brought down to me this weekend. Okay. So somebody's traveling from Philadelphia to Tennessee this weekend. Okay. As previously stated, I will not live stream when searching private properties or when looking for a possible deceased person. That is totally unethical, which I agree. I agree. But at the same time, like, how do we know you're searching at all, right? Like, she could definitely like record searches and then upload them if she doesn't find, and then to even like write off like that he's deceased. I don't know, whatever. The tip is the right color, Jason. The rest is not. It's so bizarre. Like, I hate to like keep focusing on the nails, but I don't know how to explain it. I'll post a picture on members. You can see what I'm saying. I don't know how to explain it. All right, whatever. So then she says, I stated that Ray would be mailing out the decals from home. So the decals that she has, she has, excuse me, they're coming from her home address. And she's saying her partner's doing that. He's capable and gracious. Well, if you add those things together, like your pet wish list is going to your house. You're not showing us that you're in Tennessee. You're refusing to meet up with anybody who's in Tennessee. It's a little shady. And then, you know, the decals being mailed out from your address. Like, things are just a little weird, right? So she goes, with all due respect, knock it off and please let me do my job. Yes, I still have a day job, which of late has been very demanding. If you know what is going on in the Middle East, especially. So now, you know, she's involved with the Middle East. Okay, but you're in Tennessee with it. Okay. My canine handling is purely volunteer work. It is a passion. I believe that. Please let me do what I came here to do. I will not bash any creators. I've never threatened any individuals. Well, you actually have bashed me. Respectfully, you definitely did, and you were definitely bashing quite a few of us, but I am asking to please be left alone as I do what I am here to do. I'm not being dramatic, but as an American, I have the right to defend myself if I'm being falsely accused. Right, and as Americans, people have the right to their First Amendment, and you can't stop people from saying your name, so that whole, like, I'm an American thing goes both ways, right? No, apparently she won't meet up with anybody, Mrs. Fletcher. Then she says, Sebastian, you and the authorities are the only individuals I owe anything to. I'm not giving up on you. Yeah, there was a QC ending. So, I mean, do with that what you will. So, audience watching realized that the woods of Tennessee look like the woods of Pennsylvania. A trial in PA looks like a trial in Tennessee. She can be anywhere. Well, and that was my thing. And when she said, how can I prove I'm in Tennessee? Well, there's many ways, respectfully, that you can prove you're in Tennessee. So, why is it that she was willing to meet up with Terry quite a few times and then backed out, right? And then you add in the fact that she's threatened people early on. Like she's threatened us because she's military. If we say anything about her, now she's saying if Terry even says her name, she's going to the police are going to handle it. I don't know. What do you all think? What do you all think? That's a good question, Remy. Let's see if we can find it. I never looked. Now I know it is all stuff for the dogs, and listen, I'm not. So she did get like some merchandise from Protecting Canine Hero, a kit, a searching kit. I mean, you got to look at the fact that she comes on the scene, she comes on with a fake canine, then she, makes a channel, then it's a wish list. Shortly after making her channels, the dog's 9th birthday, she's telling people she's in Tennessee. She's not really showing people she's in Tennessee. We do, then you have the rumor of her writing a book, right? Well, we do know without a doubt that she's in some type of production. So these are the decals. I'm trying to do it without the glare. It's actually harder than you think. Yes, still had to plead a case, submit proof who I was. I can't access any address information. They're 100% free. Appreciate the offers for donations, but 100% not necessary. So let's see. Does she have that posted anywhere, though? Is she posting donation links? I thought it was weird. She told people to stop reaching out to her, social media handles, and then she turned around and posted her social media handles. So I don't know where this wish list is. I could look, but I don't know. Let's see. The dog handler lady was on another panel yesterday arguing with TL in the chat. So that's what's going on. Between my legs, a blankie. It's a little chilly. Sorry. She's a deputy now since Monday, so she's also a deputy. Hey, Mama for Justice. So you think she's not even a handler. Now, I believe she's a handler. Somebody pointed out, though, that her dogs don't listen to commands, which would be really bizarre if they're, now I haven't watched. I don't pay attention. She rubbed me wrong from the beginning, to be honest. So I haven't paid much mind. So sorry if I need to lay the live stream. This is somebody who, in my opinion, has sought out attention, fame, if you will, from the beginning. With the way she came on the scenes, now the channel, like I said, we know she has a production studio. People are saying she's writing a book. Where did the book come from? I believe her dogs are real. Okay, let me check that. Let me check it. Oh, you're right. First thing it says, wish list and links section. All right. Nellie's over there. She's saying, I want a wish list. Nellie, say hi. Say hi, pretty girl. So I'm as cool as a dog. All right, so here's the wish list. And here's Nellie. Hey, girlfriend. Come sit with me. So the wish list is a Kong toy. What is that? Barney's Marvelous Mobility Daily Total Joint Support. Bakery Oven Baked Bones. Oven Baked, but yeah. They're all, I mean, it's all for the dog. Take that how you will. I mean, I have a wish list. You know what I mean? I have a wish list for mainly the kids and Nellie and a few things for myself. So, it's one of those things. I won't judge too well on wish lists. But it is, but you add in everything else. It's the way she came in the scenes, it's the production studio, it's the, false bullshit to get up on panels. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about her. I mean, I do know how I feel about it. I've never been quite a fan, to be honest. So, it's quite the wish list. Keeps on scrolling, scrolling, scrolling. Keep the wish list scrolling. I just don't like when people say, if you say my name, the police will handle you. Like, my question is, why is she getting paid? Oh, hold on. I can't multi-scroll. Oh, wait, I can. Oh, I'm talented. Look at that. It's like that messed me up. All right. Why is she getting paid her government dollars while in Tennessee, supposedly her commanding officer says it's fine to be remote? You're not providing a service and ask others to supply you with items to perform that service, though, GW. That's true, Remy. And to be honest, we don't really post my wish list, so. And Kentucky, a sheriff can deputize anybody they want. Maybe Tennessee's the same way. Maybe they deputized her. Well, how do we find that out? Like, there has to be a way to say, like, do they make a public announcement? Like, hey, we deputized this person. Like, what does that even mean, being deputized? Does anybody? Okay, for the dog. No, it's for her to give to her dogs. Pet or working animal is still the responsibility of the owner. I saw the dumbest comment yesterday. You ready for this comment? Granny and Nonsense know everything, but they don't know where Sebastian is. Okay. Like, you're special. You, my friend, are special. Am I supposed to know where Sebastian Rogers is? You fucking nimnod. Maybe that's the problem with you people. But anyway, back on topic. What the fuck does it mean to be, excuse my language. I'm sorry. I'm trying to curse less. Deputized. So she strolls up in Tennessee and becomes deputized? How does one get deputized? Hold on. Hold on. How do I get deputized? They're like, you don't, ma'am. You don't get deputized. What does that mean? Was there like a big ceremony? Was the public made aware? Like, how do you get deputized? The dog gets deputized? So who's getting that? So Julie's not deputized, the dog is? All right. Former deputy. Be a U.S. citizen, graduate high school, 20 plus years old, make sure your finances are in order, no criminal history, right? But like, we can just pop up in a state and get deputized? Deputizing someone means to confer the powers held by the person doing the deputizing to the deputy. The clearest example in a relationship between elected sheriffs and their deputies. The sheriff acquires his police powers by being elected to office. He or she then commissions or deputizes the people who report to him who have the title deputy sheriff. We got another deputy sheriff on the scene. I mean, but wouldn't there be an announcement, Daisy Dead? You know what I'm saying, guys? Listen, like, wouldn't they make like a big deal about that? Like, hey, we're deputizing Julia, whatever. We're all deputies. I don't know. What is that? And then what are the rumors about writing a book? You take on some of the power of the rural deputy to help out. Do they need her to help out? Julia claims to do some sort of test to become deputized. She worked hard to get it, supposedly. Deputy dog. That's what, is she referring to herself as the dog? I don't know. I don't believe, from all that I've heard, that she has even come to Tennessee. And how long is she staying? How long are you staying? Now, give me 1 second, because I want to pull up the rest of what Terry Lynn said. She said, don't make me a character in your book. And, so there's rumors she's writing a book. What is her book going to be? The search for Sebastian Rogers? No, not for nothing. She made a big deal when we pointed out that she has the IMDb page and was writing movies. I mean, she went as far as to say that we can't show that page because there's kids in her movies. Now, we ain't doing no weird shit to the kids, man. They're public movies. Like, I just don't. You don't believe a word Terry says? I believe her only because she read it, like, as she was live within, like, the first minute. So maybe that's why she went live. Sorry, I just got here last night and putting the chairs down. Yeah. Yeah, I Googled her name. She has the IMBD. She's, a production. She has a production. Can you get deputized for a state you don't live in? I don't. I would think. I'm at the shore. I would think. I would think not. IMDb, IMBD, whatever. I am full of BS. I don't know. Name it what you will. But what's everybody thinking? Do you guys think she... Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's in Tennessee. Put a 2 if you don't believe she's in Tennessee. Nelly, did you see that blue jay try to get you? It sure did. This thing was wildin'. Hey, Moi. Give me the deputy in your state. It's not hard. You don't even have to take a test. She is an actress. Yes, she is also an actress. We got Lacey Ann believes she's there. And Sammy B. Snark don't. Hey, Killshot. Angel doesn't. Sue doesn't. Laura Lou. Batgirl. Just me. Stormy. File. Kyle. Did you change your name? One step closer. Pristine. Winnie. Straight Talker. Bayou. Terry Dean. St. Roxadol thinks she is. Glitter is forever. She probably lives next door to me. They got dogs. Nikki thinks she's there. Okay, Jay Brad doesn't. Just breathe is I'm kind of with you. I'm like kind of on a 2, kind of on a 1. Like she could prove to us she's there. Well, Earth Dog, that's a great question, right? And I ask you this. Why lie? Why did Stephanie lie that she was a dog handler to begin with? Right? People do some weird stuff on here. So Mark, Julia comes on. It's pretty fascinating if you can get past fault interrupting. All right, hold on. Let's get it. Let's get it, Mr. Tomato Head. Is there a guest visitor deputy class? That's a great question. By the way, Betty's thumbnail, once again, was disgusting, Betty. And she has a lot of things wrong. So here's what I want to do. I would love if Betty would come on, or I'll go there. I don't care. And have a debate about the case. Because clearly she feels one way, I feel another. All right, Mr. Tomato Head, is it titled Seth's Way, He Said, She Said? It's all about the bullshit. Remember that song?
Okay. Okay. I want to understand it because when we don't just say exactly what a person said or did, it leaves stuff up for interpretation. And I think a lot of people are taking it because they don't know what he said or did with you.
Yeah. It was nothing. It was nothing of that nature at all. Like, it was nothing sexual. I mean, he is a corrections officer, and I'm a military police officer, so we joke about stuff. But it was more so. I did see.
So we joke about stuff. No. So Terry is Terry. Steph is a fraud and a psychopath, and then Julie is questionable to say the least. Okay. So come here, girlfriend. Stay right here. So here we have Julia is up on this panel, and the vault wants to know what's up. What's going on, girl?
The temper and the explosiveness of it on both sides of the family. And it's just someone who came from a very abusive household and was like.
I'm glad. Can you give me more, for instance, when you say, okay, so let's say, set it up for me. You were holding a conversation. Can you say the context of the conversation where you saw this response?
I can talk about one. The other one, I don't feel comfortable. So everyone knows I'm a handler, but I'm also a military police officer. So everyone thinks, oh, she's just a reservist. No. I'm active guard reserve.
Can you guys hear okay? Let me make sure you can hear okay. So she's active guard reserve. That's her claim right now. People hear this and they think she's a reservist. No, I'm active. I don't even know what that means, man. But I do respect, what she's done for us. Quite frankly, I give her respect for that. But it doesn't mean she can't have questionable behavior, right? So you guys can hear good. Okay. Well, if she's a deputy, then she don't need. Let me light my smoke. All right.
What that means is Monday through Friday, I'm active duty status at an Army Reserve Station, unless I get permission to work remote, which is what I'm doing now. But
Okay. So you heard that, right? So how long have they given you permission to work remote? Because this has been months now, or at least weeks. I'm sorry, not months. Military police, she never said that before. 1 weekend a month on service as reserve. My ex-husband was a military police officer, also a Marine Corps. I don't know how the guard does things, but he wasn't allowed to take jobs like being a bouncer, etc., on the side as a civilian. Sounds like the Karen woman used to hang out with those tigers. Elvis was deputized, just ceremonial. Right, but that would be somewhere, AH. You would think, like their Facebook page, or you would think that we'd be able to see that. They would tell people that took place, right? Do you guys agree with me? What do you think? So a ceremonial, right? So there would have been a ceremony, which means the public would have been notified. Have we seen anything? Hey, Charles, I know I haven't, so. I got me a swing, like one of those, swingy thingies, and I love it. She couldn't have a full-time job unless she just went on weekend for service. She just said it was, what did she say, Monday through Friday?
Oh, she's just a reservist. No. I'm active guard reserve. And what that means is Monday through Friday, I'm active duty status at a reserve station.
So Monday through Friday, she's active service at a reserve station. But she's been in Tennessee for a long time, right? Oh, thank you, Killshot. Good morning, Janine. She's a canine searcher for Sebastian Rogers, right? She's getting popularity from this. I mean, there's no doubt about it. Now, if she's really doing it, who cares, right? Like, you're doing good things, you deserve recognition. But if you're out here fibbing to the people deserve to know.
Unless I get permission to work remote, which is what I'm doing now. But my certifications go from, I've been an MP for almost 15 years now. I went to anti-terrorism school. There's a point to this. I went to security manager school. I went to investigative officer school. Like, I have all these extra credentials in addition to being a handler. Get it, girl. It's been a long.
No, KCG, I never got an email. I can see through the bushes. As a faithful bush watcher, I see all.
I don't know if I can make another 5 years to retire, honestly. I don't know if I can do it. I'm trying.
5 years to retire. She's very young, but bless it. Okay.
And thank you for your service.
Absolutely. Thank you for your support.
I'm going to mute some of you off so I don't have a lot of background. I'm going to let her talk. So.
I was going along with it.
Thank you for your support. I really appreciate it.
I was hoping you didn't figure it out.
So sorry. So,
and like I said, I don't sit in the live streams to hear all of the people's conversations. So I like to hear from the person. I like to get a feeling, their tone. You know what I'm saying?
We're trying to figure that out. There's that blue jay again. They don't play, man. Oh my God. There's two of them. Oh God. Now, don't come near me. This thing will really come down and attack. Fuck me. All right. Sorry, we're safe.
Temperament, when they tell the story.
Right. So I appreciate that. And
Brett.
During all this stuff, I'm a security manager for the Army also, and I told Seth, hey, in addition to being a handler, this is before I came to Tennessee. This is before I left Pennsylvania and got permission to go. I was talking to him about hey, if you need me to look into people.
Slow down, she says. I never knew Blue Jays were mean, and I'm legit scared now. Nellie! Oh my God, they're going after my cat. Hold on, I'm sorry. Nellie, don't beat your ass. Come on, Nellie, come on. They're surrounding you, Nellie. Go. Come on, run. Goofball. Get in the freaking house. You're going to get killed by blue jays, you psychopath. Come on. Come on, Nelly. Seriously, you got to get in. They were surrounding me, didn't they? Oh, my God. No, they were literally going after my cat. They seriously had her surrounded. 2 of them. That's why they were being loud. They were getting her. Notice they're quiet now? They were seriously trying to attack my cat. Oh, my God. I look over and there's my cat just like underneath them. Like, what are you doing? Oh, all right. I never knew they were evil. Would have made a great video. Well, gee. Seriously, you notice how they're quiet now? They were literally attacking my cat. They were going to get my cat. She's okay, Black Cat. I got her in time, but God. Now they're all quiet and they go away. You psych. I should have known. I'm glad I noticed. They would really hurt my cat. Is that what it is? All right. I don't blame them then if they're just protecting their babies, but God. I'm so sorry for the distraction. That really scared me. I look over and my cat's at the bottom of the tree and they're like surrounding her, making that noise. All right. Whew. All right. Bob and Jason won your blanket. All right. Would she have won? I don't know. They think my cat's evil. Yeah, Nellie's definitely a threat to them. Well, they're a threat to me. I'm feeling very uncomfortable right now. All right, going on. Sorry.
You telling me you have a regular job?
Scared me for life.
Through Friday, I'm an AGR, which is active guard reserve. That means I'm active duty status, but I work out of an Army Reserve station. So you know, like the standalone reserve centers, they have people there full time. I'm one of those officers that's there.
So they expect you to be at that job, correct? Because I want to be clear what you're saying, right?
Yeah, unless I have permission to work remote, which I do. I have permission to work remote, and the only thing my commanding officer said is, as long as you're sending in everything you need to, that's fine. You're utilizing your skills as a handler. You to do, but
that's why that's a good thing that you tell the people that you work a job.
Yeah.
Why does she need to tell the people if she actually works a job? I'm really over here watching my back like there's a serial killer behind me. This is kind of scaring me. They seem like they were protecting their babies. I bet there's a nest. There has to be. What's crazy, though, is the blue jay first came over here. I'm sorry, I'm so distracted by it. The blue jay first came over to here where my cat was. So my cat was under this little tree. The blue jay was on this wood. And then I turn around and my cat's laying underneath this tree. And they're swooping around this tree trying to get her. I don't see a nest. I always thought, I did not know blue jays were so vicious like that. Like, that was like terrifying, to be honest. Probably just the cat. You're right, Jason. You're right. All right. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry to distract, but that really threw me off. Like, I never knew they would do something that, like, I didn't know they were that brave. All right. So tell the civilians you're working a job. I feel like they will, though. I do. Jays always bully other birds at the feeder, except Mockingbird. Mockingbird get down also. I love the mockingbirds. All right.
Absolutely, yeah, I know.
Okay.
I appreciate it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So he doesn't care as long as I'm sending him my paperwork. He doesn't care where I'm at. He's like, you've been doing this a long time. You're a handler. He loves dogs. His dad was a handler in Vietnam.
So, all right. So let's pause for a minute, right? Because one of the first things we hear her say is she works actively at the reserve Monday through Friday. Now she's saying she has permission to be remote. For how long now? They probably are, Emmy Joe. Noisy, bold, and aggressive birds. They're very territorial and will chase others from a feeder for an easier meal. Well, I'm taking down my bird feeders because I don't fuck with them no more. Sorry. They're not my friends.
My commanding officer, his father was in Vietnam, so he gets it. So during the day, so during the day, I'm doing this stuff. So I'm either searching super early in the morning or super late at night. But you know,
so Vietnam was about her boss. His father was a dog handler in Vietnam, she said. Listen, I'm just glad Nellie listened to me. When I said run, she ran. Yeah, she's not coming back out, Michelle. We're done. Did you see? Yeah, she was playing Seth words, trying to make you look like liar, but you were playing Seth's words. Then it makes sense. She tried really hard. She also tried saying that I tried like setting Jay up. I admitted that was my mistake. I fuck with Jay. Like, I like Jay. I don't care if people like her or not. I like Jay. Jay's for justice. I did not try to set Jay's for justice up. You sound stupid. Obsessive and stupid. Don't even get me started, straight talker, because I can't.
The Middle East, it's a crisis right now. So I'm in Microsoft Teams meetings all the time, like throughout the day. And if he calls me and says, Julia, I need you to come back and do this, guess what I have to do? He's an 06. He's a full-bird colonel. I gotta do what he's telling me to do. Where was I going with this? Okay, so yeah, so I sent Seth a text message because he was asking me about, Chris and Katie's military service. He knew they were legit because obviously he was with.
There's a cat standing there. That cat's gonna get killed. All right, so her person's okay with it. There was more than one Laura Lulu.
Katie when she was in the military. But he was asking stuff in regards to do you happen to know how long health insurance goes on for once you're retired or once you're this? And I was answering questions for him. So after I disclosed some, I don't want to say what the
you hear that
private to him.
So she's saying Seth was asking her questions about retirement and stuff pertaining to Katie. That is such a weird thing to say. Like, why is he asking stuff about Katie?
Yeah, so I sent Seth a text message because he was asking me about, Chris and Katie's military service. He knew they were legit because obviously he was with Katie when she was in the military. But he was asking stuff in regards to do you happen to know how long health insurance goes on for once you're retired or once you're this? And I was answering questions for him. So after I disclosed some, I don't want to say what something private to him, all of a sudden there's an anonymous Facebook post with exactly what I told him, saying, we heard that Chris and Katie, blah, 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 medical insurance with the military. And I'm just like, whoa, that only came from one person.
Oh, okay. So Seth was asking Julia questions about military insurance, and then a Facebook post went up. Yeah, they're about to get this cat. Where's this said post? Good question. Look. These Blue Jays are circling this cat. See them? Oh, you sneaky birds. Run, cat, run. See that cat? New fear unlocked. Blue Jays. Look at him up there. I don't know if you guys can see him. There he goes, flying away. Oh my God, there they are. See him? You probably can't. Damn it. Okay, we're out of here. Oh, Lord have mercy. Get me the fuck out of here. Oh, there's a dead bird. Did they kill it? Back on track. All right. So Steph's asking Julia questions, weird questions like insurance purposes with the military. And next thing you know, a Facebook post goes up about it. Well, Julia feels like, wait a minute, we just had that conversation. So She's not showing any video while there. Well, I'm getting different answers, and I don't know, but I will tell you, they certainly did surround my cat. Like, they did surround my cat. And they went after that other cat.
Because I see where this is going. Do you feel like the questions that were asked to you by Seth was for some type of spite, or he was just milking you on something that's really, it wasn't for just like curiosity? You understand where I'm going?
I think the response he gave me was because when I sent him a screenshot of it and I said, "What's this about?" He said, "You should have spoken with me first," because he called me like 4 times that morning, but I was busy, and all of a sudden there was a Facebook post. So his response was, "Well, you should have spoken to me." I was like, "That's not nice."
So, all right. So I believe this. So there goes Seth again, right? He's the boss, and you should have spoken to me. And she's like, "Well, wait a minute, I'm busy. Like, I can't speak to you." So I agree with you. Who said that? I hope this isn't evil of me, but this has clearly cracked us up this morning. My daughter's listening with me, and we both have birth voting. Well, that's what I just said. New fear unleashed, because I never knew. They won't attack me. Okay. Watch your cat. She might bring you a nope, Angel. Nope. She's not even allowed back out. I agree that she shouldn't. She shouldn't be out live searching, like live streaming while searching. But to not even upload one single video, it's a bit odd. You got to admit, it's a bit odd. I feel harassed, Jay Brad. I feel harassed. So Seth says you should have answered my call. Like, almost like, yeah, I released what you said because you should have answered my call.
Like they're like, "What the heck?" And then
good question.
I'm confused. He said you should have spoken to him about what?
So the information I said that I gave him, that I only gave to him, there was an anonymous Facebook post randomly. Like, there was an anonymous user, and it was saying like, and that's why I was just like, he's the only person I told, unless like he had me on speaker and somebody else was in the room with him. I don't know.
Maybe it was Michaela. Can we find that post? And Bluebird, I no longer like your name. I'm sorry. Can we find that post? I do think I recall a post like that, to be honest. I do recall a post. 15 Robins.
You know what I mean? So I was just like, and at that point, it's just like, I was disclosing private information to you, and I'm not going to say what the information was specifically, but it was private. It was only meant for him to know about, because you know, he had a right to know. But that set me up initially, so I was like, what the heck? And it hurt. I'm just like, and then.
Well, and it hurt, SS. Sure, it hurt. So what I'm hearing is that she sent Terry. She was supposed to meet with Terry. Terry is in Tennessee, and she's supposed to meet with Terry a few times, and she didn't show up. Her and Terry get into it a little bit in this chat, and then she sends Terry basically a warning saying, if you say my name, Ellie will handle it. That's been a problem from the beginning, Chris. Hey, Wandering Sub. Why does he have any right to know about Chris and Kay's personal business? Right. Why does he need to know about their medical or retirement or any of that stuff? It's weird.
He would call me excessively throughout the day. He knew I had a day job, so I had stuff going on. And just then the whole Trevor Lee interview happened, and I saw how explosive that was when he was flying back and all this other stuff.
So she just said he would call her all day long, knowing that she was busy. Hey, Spudler. I've seen just about everybody who's been searching, but I've never seen her.
And when he was calling you during the day, did he tell you what he needed? Or why he was calling?
Nope. He didn't text me. He wanted to talk on the phone.
What? Said what? He didn't want to what?
He's even said this before. He said like he prefers. Remember he mentioned in an interview something about like Sumner County, how he texts them, but he prefers like phone conversations.
He didn't. And guess what? And guess what? And guess what? I know you're not lying about that.
No, I wouldn't lie.
What's that mean, Fault? What's that mean? Did you speak to him on the phone as well? Oh my God, go away. I can't deal with the wildlife today. You guys got me scared. People go live and get on these YouTube streets by their own choice and then have the nerve to say somebody can't say their name. And Julia made sure her name was known. Hey, Holly. She made sure of it. Birdwatcher. Hello, welcome.
I wouldn't lie.
Follow me. I know you're not lying about that.
See, now this is what I can't stand, right? Because the vault on one breath, and I like you, Queen. I don't agree with everything you say. I'm sure you don't agree with everything I say. I think we had an amazing conversation. But on one hand, all these people are like, say names, be direct, say what you got to say. And then on the next, they're playing these little guessing games, right? Like, follow my lead. I know you're not lying about that. So you've spoken to him on the phone. Just say that. Say, listen, I've spoken to Seth on the phone. I know he's a talker. Just, you know what I mean? Just tell us. Tell me this chick doesn't go to the store, restaurant, DoorDash while there, something's off. Right. Well, and not only that, but hell, she's supposed to be outside searching.
Okay.
Correction.
Okay. I'm just telling you in a roundabout way that's been confirmed. So I know you're not lying.
All right, it's been confirmed.
I appreciate you doing that.
By who?
So
that's not the part we think she's lying about.
Everything. I consult my superior officer because he's following this. He had a son who passed away years ago, so he's been following this. He understands. So he's my mentor. He's my reader. I called him. I said, "This is what's going on with everything. I don't know what to do." And he was like, "Julia," he's like, "You need to be a handler. You need to be a military officer. You need to distance yourself from both sides of the family and be professional. Don't be a friend. Be a professional."
Damn, you cried when we told you that. You said we were so mean. Everybody's being so mean saying this to you. That's all we were saying. I do too, Penny. And what is it? What is it? What is going on? Right? What is going on here? So many shady dealings behind the scenes. What is really going on here? Is Julia in Tennessee? If so, why won't you meet up with anybody else that is searching? I remember Seth wanted individuals' addresses so he could mail flyers. Now we know why. He wants addresses. This is extremely troublesome. I can see her not being spotted searching remote areas, but she's going to be spotted in public. Well, let me ask you this. She didn't go to any of the visuals? Yeah, she addressed all of that, not that, Nina. She didn't like that. Why is Julia's personal life volunteering being so intertwined with her commanding officer? Mrs. Fletcher, somebody's saying a book. I don't know where they got it from. I'd love to ask them. The Rudder restaurant has an excellent Maui burger and homemade chips. Thank you, Slim. Thank you. It's good to know. I don't like seafood, though.
That's your job. And I was just like, I understand, sir. And he said, do you want me to contact Seth or TBI or somebody and tell them that I'm the one telling you this? And I said, if...
Oh, Lord, what the fuck is going on? I cannot deal with the wild today. There's like crying noises behind me. Fuck, man. Go away. I'm having a heart attack out here. This ain't meant to be like this. Yeah, I'm being cursed, Gary. 666 in chat. We got some type of animal crying behind me. Did anybody else hear that? Like, I'm not going nuts. Something just cried right behind me. Go away. What are you? It's these damn squirrels, man. But that sounded like a cat crying. Oh my God. I'm going to have a heart attack. And it's daytime. It shouldn't be this scary. Grandma is sending those letters out. All right, so her commanding officer says, do you want me to call Seth? Do you want me to call TBI? For what, though, Julie? For what? Because he's calling you too much? I can't handle this. I think you're funny, Mel, but I'm having a heart attack, okay? It's no laughing matter. Put a 1 in the chat if you heard something cry too. No, that wasn't the Blue Jays that time. It sounded like a cat, but it may have been a squirrel because these squirrels are sitting here playing all around me. I spilled my coffee. I'm going to have to get another coffee. This is a mess. You heard it, Julius. I'm not going nuts. All right. That's it. I think they're baby squirrels playing. Just breathe. Thank you. You didn't hear it? Some people heard it. I'm not going nuts. But I do have to listen. I know there's a lot of you in here, and I am going to send a cease and desist to these Blue Jays and squirrels. Look, I'll show you. See that they're like, see them on my tree? They're playing. But they're not playing nice with each other, and they're just rats with tails, and they're scaring me. And this one's up here making all this noise. Be quiet. Look at them. Oh my God, just get away from me. I can't live like this. We're going to have to do a small intermission while I go refill my coffee and move my seat. I do apologize that this has become so hectic. I did not know how scary these things were. Normally I have no problem with them, but when it sounds like one's being murdered behind me, I got a problem. You know what I mean? Between the Blue Jays and the squirrels, I'm going to have a mini heart attack. I will be right back. I do apologize sincerely. This is not the way I expected this to go. I'm going to play this video, and I promise I'll be right. All right, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. We are back. All right, so where we left off was Julia is saying Seth was asking her weird questions about, Katie and Chris, and then an anonymous post came up. So we know now that Seth Rogers is making posts like a shady man based off information, and he's doing it anonymous. I heard it. They make the noise to threaten predators. They're probably doing it at you, but they won't do anything. Last year, they got into my ceiling, drove me batshit crazy. I don't know. They need to get off my tree if they're unhappy with me. Like, I was really enjoying myself. I got this nice swing. We were swinging, doing some content, and I got to watch my back. There they go. There's like 6 of them chasing each other. Cute. Very cute. Stay over there now. Fuck. All right. So what do you think of that? Seth Rogers is taking information he's given in private and making anonymous posts. It's weird.
You don't mind. So I trust him when my commanding officer, he's no reason to lie when he says he
No. That's not what you just said, though, Julia. You said he asked if he should. We're reminding that.
Be a professional. That's your job. And I was just like, I understand, sir. And he said, do you want me to contact Seth or TBI or somebody and tell them that I'm the one telling you this? And I said, if you don't mind. So I trust him.
Okay. So she said, if you don't mind. That's still kind of weird. But then Seth Rogers saying, no, you ghosted him. And now we have whatchamacallit saying the same thing. Terry Lynn saying you ghosted her. You were supposed to meet up with all these people there and you're not. Look, Mel, you keep laughing. You keep laughing, Mel. I'm going to show you. They're not joking around. There's like 8 of them chasing each other. So it's not really whatever, Mel.
My commanding officer, he's no reason to lie when he says he reached out to Seth and or the law enforcement agencies to tell him this. He's got no reason to lie to me.
So the reason to tell him what? That you're busy. Is that what you're trying to say?
To say it was their recommendation that I step back and do what I need to do in order to find his son.
I see. Without any type of interference.
Right, because I'm not going to lie. When I first came in, I was biased because, and somebody asked how I got involved. The United Cajun Navy people, one guy's name was Todd Terrell. He found me on social media somehow through some algorithm, found my certifications for my dogs.
Did you see that?
He said, hey, are you available? And
Did you see that? It went underneath my shed. Oh, I know where you're living now. So we're the ones that asked her. We're the ones that asked her over here how she got involved. We're in Jersey, Gary, and everything's bigger in Jersey. Like the ants are gigantic, the bugs are gigantic, the squirrels are gigantic, everything's gigantic. So Cajun Navy found her through the algorithm. Cajun Navy found her through the algorithm. Look, there he goes, up the tree with the rest of them. Well, I don't know, Julie. Cajun Navy, the one that was there, they're suspect within themselves. But okay.
Said, well, I could come down, but I need permission to work remotely to do volunteer handler work. And he's like, that's cool. So Todd Terrell introduced me to Seth, and that's how I got involved. Seth was the first person I met. I didn't meet Chris and Katie first initially. I had no idea who they really were. I didn't know about the drama. Had I known, I can't say why.
So what are you saying, right?
Girl, you contributed to that drama. You came out here getting on panels telling everybody what an asshole Chris Proudfoot was to you. And then on my panel, you said he was actually very nice to you. So you contribute to this drama. Maybe, Emilio, I'll take that. I just want to, I don't know, give you guys some entertainment. But I don't know how well the camera's picking them up, so I give up. Now I know they're away from me, too. I can relax. The Army would never give her permission to leave her command for a private business like this. She's full of shit. She thinks she can pull the wool over people's eyes, but many of us are educated military. Well, listen. No, Sarah, I don't. If If Julia is in Tennessee, go meet up with Terry Lynn. Go meet up with Seth Rogers. Go meet up with somebody who can verify that you're there. It'd be that simple. She's saying, how can I prove I'm in Tennessee? There's many ways to prove you're in Tennessee. She was trying to get on News Nation.
Now, had you known about all this, he said, she said, you would have never taken this on?
I would have gone directly to law enforcement instead of going through a father, because I saw a father who was grieving. I saw a father who was grieving, and I felt bad because, you know, I've had a miscarriage before. I've lost a kid, so I was just like,
no, come on, Julia. That's not even necessary, nor is that comparison, nor was that what, there was no need to say that. I wonder why Julia goes into chats, but of so many different creators' chats, but her videos with dogs searching seem legit. But I guess in today's world, you can't trust anyone. I don't doubt that her dogs, good morning, Annie and Miss Liverbird. I don't doubt that she's legit a dog handler. I'm just questioning if she's legit in Tennessee. That's all. Good point. Just go in front of the school. There's many ways she could prove it. Your phone? I need it for one more second. On the charger upstairs. One moment. I kidnapped the kid's phone while he was sleeping. All right. She said she was not in Tennessee.
I understand.
Really?
I get it. I'm gonna come down there. I'm gonna help out.
Okay.
So that's how I knew.
Well, right there's a bit weird though, right? Like, I get it. I'm going to come down there and I'm going to help out. Well, you're supposed to be there now. So you would say, I'm going to come here. I don't know. I didn't hear her say that, Alibra's mom. Did anybody else hear her say she's not in Tennessee?
I'm sorry. This has just been like a whirlwind. That's initially how I got started.
Listen, listen. 4 hours in, so obviously I'm not going anywhere. You just take your time. That way you can think about clearly everything you want to say, the message you want to get out during this live stream. I don't know how many other places you're going to be going, you know, to speak and everything, because you know a lot of people now they're starting to complain about that.
Yeah,
that's why I put that on my title. A lot of complaints going on right now.
But I was initially trying to help out as more than just a handler, because like I said, I have all this experience that I've done as an MP. I've done.
Now the whiny voice comes on. Hey, Ronnie. Good morning. All right. Right. I'm not being, listen. I have my own experience. I am not being mean. The two do not compare is all. And I'm with you. It just seems like not a necessary part of the conversation. Because here's the thing, if you're a dog handler and you often search for missing people or missing pets or whatever it may be, then you can just say that. Like, I have experience in searching for missing people and I wanted to offer my services. We don't need to know anything else. That's it. We don't need to.
I've done commander's investigations. I've done all kinds of stuff. And I said, I've been an MP for all these years. Please let me do something please let me do something to help. So I was, and this was a rumor going on for a while. I'm going to confirm it. Yes, I was trying to get deputized by Sumner County, and Seth knew that. Other people who were posting.
That's been a rumor for forever. I never even heard that rumor till today, ma'am. So she was trying to get deputized, but are you? Are you deputized? The better question is, has she searched anywhere relevant to the case? You can search any random place for 30 minutes and still claim you were searching. Never seen a military person cry so much. Can you be deputized if you are not a resident? I don't know. We can look it up.
You said you were trying to get what? Deputized.
Good morning, Justin Mom.
So what that means is, since I have law enforcement credentials via the military, because the MP Academy will transfer over for the most part, I still have to take a post test, which is the peace officers test you have to take to be a police officer.
Yes, ma'am, Michelle.
So I was going to do that. I was perfectly willing to do that. And again, only Seth knew this, and people very close to him in his search party. someone leaked that to some reporter named Burton Skaggs, whatever his name is, in Tennessee, and he was grilling me about it on Twitter. I'm like, this is supposed to be private information.
Why do you take issues with being grilled, though, is my question, Julia. You couldn't handle us having a discussion. You didn't like when SF Investigates had something to say. Now you're taking issue with this person grilling you about being deputized. You don't need to be deputized to search for a missing child. You're not a resident of Tennessee. Why would you be deputized? Why is she so involved here? From my understanding, all she wants to do is search, right? Does she need to be deputized to search? I mean, come on. I'm with the other guy. I would grill you too.
This is out there, and I couldn't figure out. I'm like, it's like, what's going on? How is this getting out there? Obviously now.
With respect, she doesn't ever really give a straight answer, if I'm being honest. Has anybody else ever noticed that? Put a 1 in the chat if you noticed that getting a straight answer out of Julia is very difficult to do. She rarely does it. Listen, if she meets up with a sketchy person while she is searching, how is she going to handle that situation? Kind of soft. But is she soft or is it an act? Right? Is it a way of like getting out of, Cheesy cracker, I've never heard that. Wow. Lots of 1s. So you guys have realized that. It's very hard to get answers from her. She was hitting on T-Rev. Where'd that go? She wanted into the Proudfoot home, the Snoop. She was hitting on this on T-Revs, not hitting. Okay.
I know.
So what was this person trying to do?
I'm alive, Mel.
They were trying to get me to admit publicly that I was trying to get deputized. I'm just like, who cares? Like, help find a missing kid.
Well, I'll be honest. I care. So why wouldn't you admit that publicly until this panel? Why wouldn't you just give a direct answer to Bert and say, yeah, I'm trying to be deputized? Thank you so much, Doodle Mom, for a fly swatter for Blue Jays. Thank you. And Bert didn't ask about her being deputized. Bert asked if she had been telling people close to the investigation that she could help get a federal warrant to search the Proudfoot house. She did say that, Dan. She's an actress, producer, YouTuber, dog handler, who knows what else. Well, she made her YouTube channel off Sebastian's name, right? You know what? I'll be honest. One of my biggest red flags was when she said, stop harassing me on my social media handlers. And then the next sentence was, you can find me on social media at X, Y, and Z. Usually when you're being harassed, you don't advertise the place to be harassed, right? Imagine it being a Proudfoot with all these weirdos waiting inside your house, searching through all your belongings. Hell no. You're not alone. You're not alone, Janine.
What are you trying to do? You think they're trying to make you out to be like what? You trying to chase the story or a clout chaser? What do you take from it?
Well, it's funny. That's what the vault took from it, because that's what a lot of people are taking from it. She's blaming Terry Lynn for losing a couple hundred subs. I don't think it's because of Terry.
I honestly, to God, Queen, I swear, I don't know why they were. I've never had that happen before.
Right?
What are you trying to do? You think they're trying to make you out to be like what? You trying to chase the story or a clout chaser? What do you take from it?
I honestly, to God, Queen, I swear, I don't know why they were.
What did she say there? God, clean me, swear. God. What is she saying? What are you saying?
I've never had that happen before. Anytime I've gone to get deputized, I've never had an issue. I've never keep going like the hood. Guess what happened?
So who do you believe?
People who knew about it.
Sorry. Just breathe. Thank you so much. Just a mom. Off subject. Was that a ringneck bird yesterday? That was on Chasen's end, so you would have to ask Chasen. Hey, Emmy. I love the voice. She'll say it like it is. She does.
We're Seth and his volunteer team, and I don't want to get I'm sure I'm going to get a cease and desist letter before talking about this, but I don't know. I've never had that happen before. Anytime I've gone to get deputized, I've never had an issue like this before. I've never.
How many places are you being deputized at, and why? Why? What does being deputized do? Give you are you able to be like an officer? I don't know.
who cares? Like, if you're gonna help find a missing kid, who cares?
What do you think they're trying? What are they trying to do? You think they're trying to make you have to be like what? You trying to chase the story or a cloud chaser? What do you take from it?
I honestly, to God, Queen, I swear, I don't know why they were I've never had that happen before. Anytime I've gone to get deputized, I've never had an issue like this before. I've never seen people go and report it like, guess what happened? It's like, what?
Well, Julie, have you ever inserted yourself in such a high-profile disappearance, ma'am? Respectfully? What do you mean you've never had... How many places are you being deputized and why? Again. She is, Jones, and she is.
You know who you talked to about this deputizing, so who do you believe told it?
The only people who knew about it were Seth and his volunteer team.
She already told us that she can get a warrant, remember? That's what I'm asking, Annie. How many times?
And I don't want to, I'm sure I'm going to get a cease and desist letter before talking about this, but
I'm sure this is just, this is where, and I don't want anybody to think I'm, pointing fingers at you or this other person. It's just daunting to listen to. That's what people don't understand. I'm not even in the store, but as I told people earlier, because you probably.
Granny, I don't know if you've seen when you grabbed coffee and had to take an oath and was called deputized, but all it gave me was to be a notary after I passed the test, insurance, and a fancy stamper. Thank you, Craze to 5. She can never answer a question with a straight up direct answer. She's very annoying and wants people to be on her side with all her drama. I can't with her. What is her motive? Is this the same woman who talked about being military and was trying to relate to Chris on that level, and he wasn't having it? Yes. Yes, this is her. I looked that word up, and this is what it said. Deputize means make someone a deputy, and it says temporarily act or speak as a deputy. Deputy dog. Hit the thumbs up, please, if you think this is crazy. You know what? I heard if you hit the thumbs up within the next 5 seconds, you too will be deputized. Woo!
Come in at the beginning of the slide where I was helping some people with a missing persons case in here that ended up very tragic. And to see behind the scenes, it ended up being just what we're talking about now. Cease and desist. I got myself wrapped up in that just from being a friend of the family. Then other people involved came in. They were introduced to me. And it just like what we're talking about now. Nobody in YouTube.
So many deputies in the chat. Congratulations. Means she can do certain things legally while searching with the dogs, meaning she has more authority on places and how she can search. Can you show that you're even searching? Freezer Burn is a deputy. Joneson is a deputy doofus. Reminds me of Scream. Do you know there's a Scream board game? I want to get it so bad. It looks pretty cool. All right. Anyway, carrying on.
What the world knew, but me and the other two people. And I was telling, I let them know because I'm that firm on the queen. I let all of them know.
Deputy.
I don't have time for your pettiness. There is somebody missing.
Facts.
And if this is what you all want to do with your time, I don't want no parts of it. And you think I got intimidated about a cease and desist? You mad at this chick and she's coming to help and she's an advocate and you're going off and then you're telling me, well, send me the screenshot of what she said. Or blah, blah, blah. I said, I don't have time for this. What I'm trying to tell both of you, you two need to go work out your differences.
Oh, little Lulu, better not.
System.
Better
You see
not.
what I'm saying? I'm two professionals.
I get it.
Yeah, bickering behind closed doors, and nobody had any idea this was going on. All these people were supposed to be helping missing people in Summer Wells' case. I told both of you need to get a grip and go work your differences out. I don't have anything to do with it.
I will be making you all badges here shortly, Life in a Laundry. Don't you worry. If Julia is this upset, why not just leave? She's been upset since the moment she's came on the scenes, though. She's just come over here and stay on track, actually answer questions with real answers, just so there is one less confusing mess going on, or just show she is there. Can I get a lantern? I'll have to ask Betty if we can borrow one of hers. 80-degree weather was too hot for her dogs to search and went home till nighttime. That was sus.
And you think I didn't remove myself? Block, delete. I don't play with that. Nobody intimidates me. Nobody. I don't care who your what your profession is, and you have to stand firm on that when you're dealing with people, because this is what I keep trying to tell everybody. You think you know the people in the story, but you don't, and you get a glimpse of them.
Right, you don't, because nobody knows these people. We, as much as we think we know Katie, Chris, Seth, and even Sebastian, we don't. We don't know these people. Ellie is not going to just deputize anyone, no matter what background they have. This is an investigation. She would have to be hired. If she was this close to the case, she wouldn't be saying anything on YouTube. No, the Blue Jays do not get a badge. Good morning, Kraken. Thank you so much, Day Tripper. I hereby deputize Nellie to arrest those birds. You as well, BB. Have a great weekend. We do need one, Moi. Thank you so much. Sorry. Sorry, Day Tripper. Thank you.
Of the people coming in, plus the victim's family, you may see signs with the victim's family that's a little edgy, a little crazy, and then you start telling yourself, Jesus Christ, what the hell is going on? You know,
right. And I know people think like I'm super awkward with people, and I have ADHD. Yeah, I'm awkward. I've got PTSD, complex PTSD from being overseas. I'm, you know, I can be.
Oh, here we go again. If you hit the thumbs up, Opal, you had to hit it up within 5 seconds, but we'll give you a junior badge, Opal. You can have a junior deputy badge. So, all right, ADHD, PTSD, super awkward, got it. Did you guys know she was in the military?
Awkward online when I'm talking with people. It's just how I am. It's not that I'm hiding stuff. People keep saying, "Oh, she was shady." No, I'm nervous with people.
You're not nervous with people, Julia. You threw yourself into the spotlight. Respectfully, does anybody in this chat believe that she's nervous with people? No. You're a producer. You're an author. You threw yourself into the center light here. You're not awkward with people. Put a 1 in the chat if you think she's full of, BS right there. I'm awkward with people. No, you're not. You wouldn't have came out and asked for all this attention. You would have went to Tennessee and just searched. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. You think she's full of shit, Michelle? So do I. I'm sorry. I do. Me neither. I've never seen it either. Lots of ones coming in. A lot of people don't believe that you're nervous with people. You want to throw yourself into the center light. And in every post you made, you put a picture of yourself. You're very confident. Right. She's nervous for getting called out. Facts, Megan. That might, it does seem like you're avoiding questions more than anything. I could completely agree. She's uncomfortable not being the center of attention. Miss me with that. Facts. I'm not believing it. Right. I agree, Annie. Right, Mystery.
Unless my canine handling is my line to competence. I love my dogs. I love working them. You know when you have something that like really drives and motivates you? That's what it is for me. And I can talk canines all day. That's like, and again, I know Katie and Chris and Seth have all said Sebastian loved animals. So I'm just like, like if I find this kid, I would love to talk to him about like animals and stuff. I will go rescue like the most adorable Mancoon kitty and give to him as like a welcome home gift if I find this kid.
His parents don't want a Maine Coon kitty, ma'am. They don't want you to buy their son a kitty. JJ, thank you for your husband's service. My husband's 22 years Army, done 3 deployments in Iraq and 1 in Afghanistan. He has PTSD and he does fine living life. Baloney. There's a difference in 1 or 2 instances of trauma, though. And a year of repeatedly abusive trauma. They're different things. It's bad enough people throw PTSD around, but now they've moved on to CPTSD. 80 degrees with low humidity here in Tennessee is not hot. It's quite nice, actually. I live for 80 degrees. Seth called her out. Him saying ghosting is she's nowhere to be found. I agree. I believe him now. I believe him, Christine. When all these people she says she would meet up with in Tennessee, she's not showing up. There's a reason.
Like, I will do whatever to, like,
Well, maybe you need to come to East Tennessee and work, girl. They need you. They need some people here.
And I'm almost done, I promise. So back to this guy was releasing it, and I was
Apparently, she's still active. Apparently, she works out of reserve Monday through Friday. No, Luna. No. Nobody said her PTSD is fake. Nobody said that. Certainly not me. If somebody in the chat said it, they said it. But I certainly did not say her PTSD is fake. What I said is fake is her claiming that she's nervous with people. I don't believe that because people who are nervous with people don't go throw a spotlight on themselves. You stay coming in here trying to say something different than what's being said, ma'am.
getting bullied online for the
You must be a BJ subscriber. You guys like to do that over there.
longest time. And then that Steph fake dog handler, I don't know where the hell I still to this day don't know where the hell she came out of.
Yeah.
It was just like, what?
Yay, Miss L. Me too, girl.
I mentioned it to Seth. I'm like, hey, this fake dog handler. So, and people were saying I was trying to get attention via Tony online. I texted Tony Mathis several times, introducing myself when he first came on, saying, hi, my name is Julia. I literally have a degree in marketing and public relations because to be an officer in the military, you have to have a 4-year degree.
So you have a degree in public relations. You're reaching out to Tony Mathis, but yet you're awkward with people. You're awkward with people. Oh, I'm sorry, SS. I couldn't even fathom.
So I had to go to school to get a degree. I'm like, if you
Let's replay that.
I'm like, hey, this fake dog handler. So, and people were saying I was trying to get attention via Tony online. I texted Tony Mathis.
No, people say you're trying to get attention from Vinnie Politan, which you were. Does anybody else remember when she reached out to Vinnie Politan?
Several times, introducing myself when he first came on, saying, hi, my name is Julia. I literally have a degree in marketing and public relations because to be an officer in the military, you have to have a 4-year degree.
Marketing and public relations. You remember that, Jane?
So I had to go to school to get a degree. I'm like, if you need help, I used to do interns with the Philadelphia Soul and all these people. Like, I could help you out. Never really back. And then,
so you were trying to help Tony Mathis with his public relations scam? Cracking 17 months. Thank you so much. And I know it was longer. My day one lady, I love you. So she was trying to help Tony Mathis with his fake public relations. Right, Kyle. Great question.
He was consistently never
Deputy Nelly. Deputy Nelly.
I sent Tony a text saying, can you please, if you're going on TikTok, clarify Steph is the fake, Julia is the real. Never responded. So I said, I'm going to go on Facebook, tag him so he sees it, everyone else sees it, and he's going to respond to me. And guess what? He finally did. And I have proof of this. So it was Mother's Day, right before I came down. He sends me a Facebook message saying, you need.
Like, why does she even need to mention that she worked with the Philadelphia Souls, right, Jason? All right, so he sends a message, went through this cottage wilderness retreat therapy thing with the military, and then did trauma grief counseling, PTSD support groups because mine was very extreme when I was younger. Thank you for your service, SS, and I'm sorry you've experienced that. Oh, Deputy Nelly's in the chat, y'all.
Call me. I'm like, hey, I'm out to dinner with my mom. It's Mother's Day. Can I call you afterwards? She's like, you just step away and call me. And I still have all this. And I'm just like, I'm about to go to a different state to help. Like,
wait.
Send me a Facebook message. I'm going to go on Facebook, tag him so he sees it, everyone else sees it, and he's going to respond to me. And guess what? He finally did. And I have proof of this. So
who's she tagged, Tony?
So when Steph came out and people were confusing
hey,
us,
Trina.
I sent Tony a text saying, can you please, if you're going on TikTok, clarify Steph is the fake, Julia is the real. Never responded.
Nobody cared.
I said, I'm going to go on Facebook, tag him so he sees it, everyone else sees it, and he's going to respond to me. And guess what? He finally did. And
okay, so Tony responds to her on Mother's Day. Oh, thank you for asking, Froggy. I'm sure maybe one of the mods do. She's very weird. Seems like she will try to get attention in most strangest ways. Thousands of hours back and forth emotional investment just proves social media is desocializing and driving us all insane. Yeah, I don't know, Scott. I disagree a bit.
Proof of this. So it was Mother's Day right before I came down.
The vault. This is the false panel. Good morning, Jay.
You need to call me. I'm like, hey, I'm out to dinner with my mom. It's Mother's Day. Can I call you afterwards? She's like, you need to step away and call me. And I still have all this.
So Tony tells her on Mother's Day that she needs to step away from dinner with her mama and call him. Interesting. Luna, first off, she's not a victim. Secondly, I'm not making anything off of today. Thirdly, have a great day, ma'am. She's not even out searching. There's no proof she's searching. So get out of here with your nonsense. Thank you so much, Annie.
I'm just like, I'm about to go to a different state to help. Like, I want to spend Mother's Day with my mother.
Where'd that go?
So that's why that post, that's the honest to God's truth of why I made that post, and I tagged Tony, because I wanted his attention. He wasn't responding to me, and I didn't know how else to get it, but he seems to respond to social media.
So what you were...
I'm still confused about Seth posting anonymously. Was he the one posting anonymously in Facebook groups, or am I missing something? That is what she applied, Anita. That is exactly what she implied. That was Seth posting anonymously, at least when it came to the medical regarding Katie and Chris.
Tagging him with, do you have an opinion on why you think he wasn't responding?
No idea, but I heard that I'm not the first person he hasn't answered via text messaging. I know other people have texted him who were trying to help with search efforts.
She was day tripper.
Flyers, and he never wrote them back. And it's just like, that's...
If you could be honest with what I'm getting ready to ask you, can either say, well, answer or decline to answer, okay?
Hey, Jameson.
Do you feel that all parties, the parents, have been transparent with you and you trying to help do what you professionally do with your canines?
That is a great question. That is a great question. I'm curious of her answer. Someone's dogs would feel comfortable with, is she so much anxiety? My way of deputizing Granny's chat. Is there a way to purchase memberships for others if I'm on an iPad, iPhone? I don't know, Jean. Thank you for asking or trying. I don't know how that works.
Do you feel like these people are honestly, been transparent in the information given? Give me your take on that. If you decline to answer, that's fine.
No, I'll answer you. I'll do the parents individually. Katie, I've never spoken to her outside of... I made these free decals for like Sebastian's Army, and she messaged me asking if she could have a couple, and I said to her.
So that was the first thing Julie did, right? Does anybody remember that? The first thing Julia did, it was nice of her. But that was her entrance to this case. And then she was a professional dog handler and was doing the panel tours, and now she's allegedly in Tennessee, but people are saying she's not in Tennessee. For those who are coming in, there are claims that she is making a book. It is just claims. I don't know.
Hey, do you want me to send this to a P.O. box? Because I don't know if she wanted me knowing her address. Because think about it. I was a random handler on Facebook talking to her, and she's like, no, it's okay. And then that's as far as my conversation with Katie goes. Chris?
So say that louder. Katie reached out for some of the fine Sebastian decals. The mother that doesn't care, right? Oh, absolutely, Scott. That I agree with 100%. That every word said by everyone outside of Ellie has done nothing to solve the mystery where Sebastian is. Absolutely.
I'll start with Seth. So Seth, I don't know. I feel like there's stuff he's not telling me for whatever reason, because whenever I wouldn't answer him, or whenever I felt like I was getting close, some fake Chris Proudfoot account would pop up on YouTube saying stuff about me. I have so many screenshots of them saying stuff. It's been...
Oh, Casual Art, thank you for becoming a member. You are now an official deputized watermelon felon. So she just said every time she got close to something, a fake Chris Proudfoot would come up every time she got close. With utmost respect, you've gotten no closer than anybody else. That community post she wrote sealed the deal for me. Now that the room is getting hot, it's leave me alone, and she threatened to yell with Ellie if she mentions her name. I agree, Rosebud. Oh, thank you, it's me, Amberly. I can bless your heart for listening to me on 2-speed. Try my Cash App, I need treats. Nellie would never be so rude. I've had a bad feeling. So have we, Annie.
Weird as hell. It's been
closer
so
to what?
Weird. I've never seen this before.
So has anything been said besides what you just recently mentioned? Anything said personally in conversations from these fake accounts besides that medical business?
Yep. So there was a fake account called like Alistair Valor. It was in Terry Lynn's chat. They were messaging me saying, "You're
Faith and repentance. With utmost respect, have you not heard the police come out several times and say that the Proudfoots are cooperating? So cooperate with who? With the demands of YouTubers? Cooperate with what? They're cooperating with investigators, so what else do they need to cooperate with? No evidence is evidence of a cleanup. Law, do you have to clean up if a child runs away? The stink feet, that's so clever, have done exactly what every parent has been guilty had done, or more specifically, not done. Want the heat to stop? Cooperate. You heard it here, Katie and Chris, cooperate. Of course you're welcome, Lip Lock. It's good to see you. In April, they were running off searchers. 6 months. Thank you, Tammy. In April, they were running off searchers. We need to pull a Chris Watts and search Chris's work site. I would be down with that. I'd be down with that.
working with law enforcement. You're not doing this." And yes, I have, and I have been. I mean, I showed text messages of me talking to Agent Simmons before, like this platform. Like, are you kidding me?
Why do we need to see text messages of you speaking to Simmons? I mean, show us that you're in Tennessee. That's all.
Like, it's been weird. I swear I'm almost done because I can't be under too much of the work.
Oh, it's not.
So, Chris,
It's not cooperating. The police saying they're cooperating is not cooperating. Okay. I never knew, Jay. I swear I never knew that Blue Jays could be so evil. She is focused so much on being deputized because she wants to be paid. It doesn't take. Oh, do you get paid for?
I heard the Webster's interview with him, and honest to God, I think the main reason why Chris didn't want me initially searching his house wasn't because he had something to hide. I think it was because I came through Seth. I didn't come from an outside, police department. I know,
but my thing is, what would be the difference if it did come from Seth? Who cares? You don't have anything to hide. So your child is missing.
No, with utmost respect, I'm not having any of these goofy ass team members of Seth Rogers come near my home either. How many of you would? Am I roboting? Just sounded choppy because everybody's waking up now. Sorry. Okay. Let me stop swinging. See if that helps.
Right, but there was people online speculating I was going to plant something, and I'm like, no, I would never risk. I'm an Army officer. I'm not throwing really. Yeah, what's wrong with charters? And also, why would I ever do that? That's where people speculate the most ridiculous stuff.
Well, not for nothing, Julia, but you came out here bashing Chris Proudfoot. Why would he want you in their home? Come on, just be honest here. I wouldn't want you anywhere near me either. Lord, exactly, Spivvy.
And again, I'm not trying to bash anybody here. I'm just being truthful because this has to come out. I'm tired of just getting.
Well, something needs to come out because I'm just a realist, and it's no disrespect to any of you all who are saying these things. I just like.
So the cease and desist list so far is T-Rev, Michaela, Cluminati, and Chloe, the PI. So far, they're the ones that got a C&D, and they're all locals.
People to be transparent and say what they mean. Because when you don't say what you mean, these people will shred you to pieces. If you ever go back on the interview and say something different, that's what they're going to do. They're going to go back to whatever you said on 15th Street and say, oh, that's not what you said over there. That's not what you said over there. This is what they do.
That's the truth.
It's what we all do.
It's what we all do.
So after the Webster's interview and whatnot, and I talked to Chris on the phone for about an hour, and it started out she was a little defensive, and I understand because he just did that Webster's interview, and then
Well, JLR got one from Robin, Seth's mom, but that was a while ago. CJ got one, but the letter looked cut off. I don't know if I believe CJ much. But in fairness, you're a stranger on the internet, lady. It's not personal. People lie online. Exactly. Hey, Mel. Yeah, JLR got one from Robin, not Seth.
Okay. So I did talk to him. We eventually got to talking about like deployment stuff, like military stuff, and like laughing and joking. It was a decent conversation, actually. And then this is when I was just like thinking, I wonder if I've been too one-sided with this whole thing and I'm wrong. That's when it ended.
That is not when you thought that. Now you're making me angry. Who remembers when Julia came up here on Mother's Day? Okay? On Mother's Day. Prior to that, she was on other panels saying that Chris Proudfoot is a liar. She was bad-mouthing the Proudfoots. She's saying that after she spoke to Chris, she realized she was being one-sided. That's a lie. That's a lie. Because after you spoke to him is when you came out here saying you had to confront him because he lied. It's not 20% of dogs. She was very biased.
Initially started back or right after that website interview after I talked to Chris. It was like 3 days after that. And but I think should have gone to law enforcement directly. I admit that. Because I thought with my heart.
Hey, Dora.
I didn't go with my gut. I went with my heart, which was my first mistake.
Oh.
Gigi never said Terry Lynn was going to plan something.
All right. Am I good now? Are we done roboting?
Chat right now.
No, the trap. Look, I was gonna say the chat is a trap. Do not read the chat; it throws you off.
Don't throw me off.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, we're still choppy. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see if my internet's on.
I connected with who's been searching daily, and she told me she knew about me, my military history. She saw my certifications and my credentials, and she was going to go to the mayor of Hendersonville to see if he would approve my deputization because I wasn't getting anywhere initially.
What YouTuber is that? What YouTuber was going to make sure she could get deputized? Hey, Kirby.
Sumner County, initially. So she went and talked to the mayor. This took a week and a half, and I still hadn't heard anything. And I was just like, what the heck? So I was like, you know what? I'm sorry. With all due respect to the mayor, I need to go through another organization. I need to go through a federal organization or TBI or somebody and speak.
Why was she so determined? Why was she so determined to get deputized? You're supposed to be out there searching for Sebastian. Does it matter if you're deputized? She said she. Oh, it has to be Terry Lynn because it's a girl. Okay.
Which is what I've been doing the past week and a half. People don't realize deputization takes Sebastian's been missing over 100 days. Deputization takes a very long time. They had to vet me. I had to sign confidentiality agreements, and I have a whole pack of this approved too. I had to do all this stuff, all this paperwork. They called my commander. They called the DOD office in Pentagon to make sure my security clearance is valid. This is the FBI, one of the FBI officers in Memphis. They were going through everything to make sure I'm legit. They called all the canon organizations I worked with, and they saw I was legit, and they were just like, "Okay, need you to come in."
I tried, Christine.
Why you want to do this? Which I did. This was last week. I was doing all this extra stuff. So the reason for the deputization is because there was a searcher who found something in the woods that they wanted me to have my canines come and search. And this is fun.
Okay, so that was her reason. Did you guys hear that? Let's rewind that. This
was last week. I was doing all this extra stuff. So the reason for the deputization is because there was a searcher who found something in the woods that they wanted me to have my canines come and search.
She wanted to be deputized because there was a searcher who found something that they wanted her dogs to come search. Call the police. Don't call a random YouTuber. Call the police. You're right, Scott. Did you just watch that video too? That woman that approached that guy?
And this is 5 days before I arrived in Tennessee. They found something. And they asked me, can your dog do human fluids?
5 days before she arrived, they found something, and yet they waited for her to see if her dogs could smell fluids?
And I said, yes, one of them can. Can your dog match articles of clothing to something? Yes. I have 2 dogs. They each of them do separate things. And then I said, okay, well, we found something. They sent me a picture of what it was, and I was just like, whoa. And I'm just thinking, I'm still 5 days out from coming. I'm like, where's this going to go in the meantime? So, and this is live, so like, everyone knows about it who saw this last night.
Oh, Lord,
this person
Terry.
held on to this while I was still not in Tennessee yet. So when I got down in Tennessee, I had to do things. I had to check in with the local office. I gave them an actual copy of my military license. I had them copy it. I brought in copies of my certifications for them to hold on record. I didn't want to just email them copies. I wanted to bring the physical documents so they could scan them themselves, so they could physically see them. I wanted to meet, Eric Braddock. I wanted to meet, Carter. I wanted to go to TBI. I was building relationships my first few days. That's what you do in the professional setting. And then it just started to go into this whole whirlwind thing. So after that, this is when that individual went to the mayor and was trying to get me deputized. They said, okay, well, I'm not doing anything as far as touching or handling stuff because there's a whole chain of custody thing because I don't want to incriminate myself. You got to keep in mind, I have an Army TS, top secret security clearance. I'm an officer, I'm a commander. I have to take care of, all of my certs and everything I build up.
Okay, so it was a mattress pad. A mattress pad.
To protect myself. So when the mayor didn't get back, that's when I was like, this is going on almost a month since time has passed. I have to do something. That's when I went to the FBI. I'm like, hey, this is who I am. I've been waiting for this. I'm so sorry to come to you, but this is taking too long. And I said, I will be very upfront with TBI. I will be very upfront with Sumner County. I will work with them directly. I'm not working with the families.
Now, wait a minute. Wait just a dang on minute. As a professional, if somebody says to you, I found this item, I think it's tied, wouldn't the first thing you do is say, call the police? Put a 1 in the chat. Wouldn't you say, call the police? Would you wait 5 days for you to get there and then an extra week for you to get deputized? Meanwhile, somebody thinks they have fucking evidence and a missing child? And we're going to sit here and play games and wait to get deputized? Shove your deputizing bullshit up your ass. Call the police. Like, what kind of game is this? Is that going to make a great show, a great series? Is that going to make a great book ending? Julia comes from Philadelphia and saves the day because her dog sniffs out the mattress pad and it belonged to Sebastian. Because at this point, the evidence doesn't matter. Y'all tainted it. This is weird. This is weird. You guys are weird.
I'm here at this point in time, I'm here specifically as a handler and whatever you need me to do. And they said, thank you. That is what we want. They don't want someone who's deputized to be biased. You can't be a deputy and be biased because think about that. That's how, they'd be like a Philadelphia police officer being biased towards, a murderer's family. It's just like, you can't do that.
Police are biased every day, Julia. You are biased. You are biased. Who's holding this evidence? Lord, the cops didn't want it, probably because it was nothing. Even if it was something, it is tainted at this point. It is tainted.
You have to be completely and fully transparent. You have to check in with them. They can't show any signs of favoritism. So, I don't know. I have no problem with this searcher. I'm not going to say their name. There's so many steps I've been working behind the scenes, and I was texting this individual saying, please don't say this on the live. Please don't show my text conversations. Please don't do this. And it's just like, now it's just like, I don't know what to do. And then people want to send me donations.
Now she's talking about Terry Lynn because Terry Lynn has entered the chat and she's basically calling BS. She's saying, I'll join the panel. You should have joined the panel. I would have loved that. So now she's talking about donations. Is it too windy? Is the wind loud? Lord have mercy.
I don't like taking money. I hate taking money from people. Like, I've been that way since I was like 10 years old. Like, I don't like it just because I don't know.
Anybody who says they hate taking money is lying. Okay, I'm sorry. Let's be honest here. Who the fuck doesn't like receiving donations or being gifted money? Anybody who says they hate taking money, you're full of it. You're full of it. You're full of it. Nobody hates taking money.
Raised a certain way, I guess. That's how I was raised. I'm almost done. So that's how I was raised. I was raised, you know, do right by others, donate to others.
You were right, but yet you made a wish list immediately. You make a YouTube channel to get monetized. You have a production thing going on. Okay. Right. Who doesn't love money?
Won't let people talk. Good God.
Yeah. Anyway, so I was just like, okay. I squared there for a second because they were just like, what? Okay, going back to where did I leave off at? I was talking about to do the surgery. And I have no problems with the person. I've had private conversations with this person with stuff outside of the surgery.
Great question. How do they have your Cash App if you hate it so much? Right. But she accepts Cash App, PayPal, Venmo, or wish list. Right, B. She is a producer, whatever she is, making a script because she is everywhere with her stories. I mean, no, you don't lie and say you hate taking money. No, you don't hate taking money.
I won't disclose because, like, they were one-on-one. Same thing with the parents, Chris and Seth. I will never be the person to, like, disclose personal texts or conversations unless I think it's going to hurt somebody. But that's different. But again, I think there's so much behind the scenes stuff I'm trying to do this right. I don't want anybody to get in trouble. I don't want anything to happen to anybody. I want to do right by these, especially these surgeons who've been here the past few weeks, days, months. I want to do right by them. I don't want them to get in trouble. I don't want to get in trouble. I'm trying.
If you're trying to do things the right way in a professional way, you want to be all over social media and talking to other YouTubers.
Like what you said is you're just trying to just explain yourself with everything going on. So that text I read the other day on my line, was that your text about the being ghosted?
Which text? I'm confused.
Or maybe you're not that person. I don't know. Oh,
okay. I'm trying to think of what text you're referring to. I don't remember sending. I'm trying to think. Honest to God, I don't know if someone can tell me. I don't remember what text. I never. If it's
that's why I was asking you since you're up here. I had read a text to the chat the other day, and where you was talking about being ghosted. You responded on someone's Facebook page or something.
It was YouTube. My Facebook's still back up right now. So
no, her husband's back home because he's the one that's mailing out the decals. Because people are asking what.
From the person because I don't like psychos bothering me because I see some stuff. I see some mess brewing now. Cause see, people think they don't pay attention to stuff. This is why this is that we like about YouTube is that people think that I don't know what they be doing behind the scenes with stuff. Boy, the things I could tell. That's why I tell people, please don't try me. Please don't try me.
Right. Yeah, that wasn't me. I commented on Jay's post because she posted the screenshot saying that Seth was saying I ghosted him. No.
That's the one I had repeated to the chat the other day where he was saying something about calling the dogs mutts. You are that person?
Yeah, that's me. I mean, honest to God, that was me. I do take offense to it because it's just like, my dogs would hurt the title. I
said it was wrong. I said it earlier.
Honest to God, it was me. We know it was you. But all right, he was ignorant calling the dogs mutts, right? The way you spoke of Julia was horrific. It's not, it's not kind. But if you ghosted the man, he brought you to YouTube saying you're part of his team, and then you're allegedly in Tennessee, and you ghost the man. I can kind of understand his frustration. Like, how are you searching for my son without a scent? I have his scent articles. Are you really here searching? Come get my child's scent. I would feel the same way with him at this point. My email is
the line, the beginning of the line. You need time to go back and watch the beginning of this line. I said, Seth knows better. You don't address the dogs in that manner, especially if you're asking the person.
Thank you,
for
Joe.
help, or offering for help. If you don't want their help, then just say. Now, this is what I have a question, not to interrupt you. Did you
No.
tell him why you were not talking to him anymore? That's the question I posed to the chat.
My commanding officer told me he was going to reach out and tell him, and that's what I mentioned earlier. He's got no reason to lie to me to go sick.
She's blaming her commanding officer. No, professional woman, you should have reached back out and said, listen, I don't want to be personally connected to any side. I want to be here for Sebastian. I'm going to search for your son, but I no longer want to be in private communications. End of. It's not a hard thing to do.
He's new me.
So you're saying to me, when you fell off from Seth, you did not tell him why you weren't answering his calls?
Me, myself, no, I did not. My commanding officer was doing it for me because he knew.
Okay, so that's your reason. Okay. Okay.
Yeah, and it's just like,
So you ghosted him.
I'm not comfortable trying to reading father, hey, I'm backing up because you're angry or because like this. But also, if he knew in order to be deputized, I had to be neutral.
So she backed off of Seth to be deputized. Just saying you're neutral doesn't make you neutral. It just doesn't. But okay. Who wants to bet money that there's a certain somebody, the Burger King crown holder, is going to take this live stream and try to make it about herself? I bet you she'll have her up there crying how mean Granny is.
So, that's
Yeah,
just how it is.
the dogs are innocent. I agree.
Just tell her the truth, Jules. Just tell her. Feel like I should have told her. So there wouldn't be no misunderstanding. And all this he said, she said, and all this stuff that's playing out right now on YouTube with text messages and you know what I'm saying?
Ryan.
Yeah, I probably should have done it myself because then I would have off the floor. But I mean, honest to God, it's just.
It's not the same. Seth wouldn't have said things, or if he's this fake profiler person he's pretending to be, he still wouldn't have put out stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because that's the one thing about people. You can't control people. Even if you're being your true self, honest as you can be, that's still, what's the word I'm looking for? It doesn't stop what the other person wants to do.
Right, and also.
No, I agree, Slim. I was one of the people that agree with Cajun Navy when they said, don't search, don't live stream. I agree with that. But she's not uploading any searching at all. None, zero, not an ounce of searching. Good morning, Shopaholic. Thank you, nonsense. I just think that's, whoa, big ass ant. I just think that's weird to me.
So this is something that I fall under. I'm AGR, like I said, active guard reserve. So I'm an officer 24/7. When I take my uniform off physically, it's still part of me. I will always, in the military, you're guilty until proven innocent. Especially.
Did you guys know she's military?
She's an officer. If I get pulled over for drunk driving, not that I drink, it doesn't matter. The Army's going to get involved, whether I'm on duty or not. Officially, they're going to be like, "You're an officer in the military. You know better. Guess what? Say goodbye to your career." I have to be really, 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 really careful. And
so because she has to be so careful, she couldn't even send just a simple text to Seth Rogers that she has to cut ties with him so she can be deputized to help search for Sebastian. If you have not physically seen her dogs, I would not believe anyone can love up on a police dog, retired or not, and claim it's theirs. Just saying. I believe the dogs are hers, to be honest.
The sergeant who put up this video last night, doxing me and text message conversations between me and them, I really wish they would take it down because honestly.
What are you talking about?
The searcher did a live last night and she put out messages how she's been waiting for a dog for a month. And yeah, it's been a while. Because I was trying to do a searcher who's been out there. Who I do respect.
All right, so this is where it gets interesting, okay? Now, y'all tell me how you would feel. I believe the dogs are hers without a doubt. So you're local. You've been searching. On YouTube, you have this woman with these dogs claiming she's coming to help search. You wait. You know she's in Tennessee. You asked to meet up several times. You asked for her assistance several times. You asked for her assistance before she even came to Tennessee. She says she would offer it to you. And then she's claiming to be in Tennessee, but refuses to meet up with you. I'm with Terry on this one. It's shady. Why aren't you meeting up with her?
But
Good morning, Nina.
Now, what do you say? She's saying bad things about you?
she's complaining to YouTube how she's waited for a month for a dog, but there is literally a reason as to why I've been, and this is why I said I've been waiting to get deputized. I want to do it the right way. I don't. The research
What did she have to do?
So let me ask you something. She's been in Tennessee since Mother's Day, right? Since around then. And you're not searching because you're not deputized? Is that what she's saying? Has she? Thank you, Mama, for justice. She has done similar things to other people close to the case also. Who has? They could have met for coffee at minimum. You could have just came and searched without you being deputized. What do you mean? Wow, Dan, that's interesting.
I'm confused.
because she found something in the woods she wants my dogs to see if they hit on, and
I want you to take a deep breath.
Wow.
Who is she, and what is her relationship to the case?
it's Terry Lynn. I respect her highly. I do, but she's been
Well,
searching every day.
yeah, she was in the chat. Yes, I don't want no problem. I don't do that. He said, she said. So if y'all looking for that on this channel with people back, don't get down like that.
Right. No, it's the reason why I don't want her to go now and say.
So that's why you wanted her on the panel. So what? So they can go up here and battle?
I don't want battle with her. I respect you.
Well, listen. You're mentioning this after the fact. Okay. But in the chat, people are saying, let her know this was going on. And so
Twin.
if you think you're going to
Thank you, Chica.
and do some battling, I don't work like that. I told people I don't rock like that because I'm not going to be a part of the drama. Queen can start her own drama on her own. I'm boisterous, I give my opinion, but what I don't do, I don't let people do that tit for tat on a panel. I don't rock like that.
All right, Queen.
I'm not trying to get a view of the light to have people involved in the story arguing on my panel. I don't rock like that.
I don't know. Oh my gosh, she's like saying she's gonna do it on her channel. I respect her highly. We don't need to do this. Like we don't.
But the people in the chat, you shouldn't be egging this on. I don't know Terry Lynn from a campaign. I only watched the one video she did, when she was on the ground. But you all cannot sit up and act like you care about this kid, and you want these people to do what? Sit up and who said what? Who's supposed to do what? Come on. This is what's the problem right here. This is exactly what the problem is.
Mm-hmm.
You try to get people to come up. Well, you want them to come up. What will let you up? I'm just saying. What will let you come up? You all gonna start arguing? Because I don't know what the hell is going on. Let me talk. I don't even know what the hell is going on.
Which literally just.
And you in my chat with a fake profile. Don't make me call you out. Please remove yourself. Now, please remove yourself. Cordial this entire 4 hours and 51 minutes.
You tell them, girl. You tell them, Queen. Don't come in your chat with that nonsense. It was choppy. I'm sorry. She run with it ever she wants. What's morally? All that Julia has to prove is that she's in Tennessee. And each day, take a selfie with that day's Tennessean newspaper. Then we will at least know she's in Tennessee. Or she can meet up with somebody. Sorry about the choppiness.
Please stop.
Is this better?
Just stop it. Enough of this.
I really.
A kid.
So this is what's being said now. I'll show you. So Terry Lynn's in the chat. She's like, no, we're not going to do this either. Terry Lynn says, then you need to stop, Julia. No, I won't argue. Now the views go up almost double. CJ's playing The Price is Right. Bless it.
Yeah.
I don't know how JLR does this.
Just
Harder
defending
than it
myself
looks.
from a video that was already posted. I'm not gonna go, and I know she said she's gonna handle her channel. I really don't want it to get that way. I was just.
Terry said she wants to come up with you. Do you want her to say something to you?
And after this, still choppy. After this, hey Sasha, she goes on this to tell Terry Lynn, if you say my name, this is on the vault. If you say my name at all, I will have Ellie deal with you. Or is this audio okay? Put a 1 in the chat. Good morning, Jason. Watermelon moonshine. Right. Or she could just go meet with one of the hundreds of people. Go outside Sebastian's school. Go somewhere that's like that people will recognize. That's all. Go meet up with Terry. Shake hands and apologize. I'm with Terry on this one. I'm with Seth on this one. You claim to be in Tennessee, but then you ghosted all these people. But it's not the clearest? Okay. Is that better?
No, I don't want that. I want this to stop. I only keep.
Where'd that go?
I don't get wrapped up in that kind of stuff.
Let's call Bobby and Carter and have a powwow. Oh, that's it, Jay. Meet for coffee. Maybe your dogs, maybe you don't feel comfortable with your dogs yet. You know. Well, Scott, I have to tell you, my friend, is actually Jersey gravel. Yep, she got beef with Terry now. Threatening her with Popo and everything.
Because I don't want my name wrapped up in nothing. Because I've already called out one YouTuber for doing it with that Seth and Trevor Lee nonsense. I don't rock like that.
I want it to stop. I want people like, yes, she's waited for a month, but again, she did the right thing for me. She tried going to the mayor, and she tried. I never said I was an official call, but she went to the mayor. She did the right thing. She was trying to help me. The mayor took too long. I went through a different agency to try to get deputized. I was trying to do the right thing here, and I feel like that's not being said.
I feel like that's not being said. No, what's being said is you've been out there this long and you're claiming you can't search because you're not deputized. You know what? Let's take a poll. Let's take a poll. I can't make a poll because I'm not on a computer. Put a 1 in the chat if you don't think Julia is in Tennessee. Put a 2 if you do. I'm sorry, I don't think you are.
Stop, Jules. I want you to stop for a second. Terry Lynn is saying, I'm not doing anything. You were supposed to call her as you said you would this morning. Is that true?
I don't know.
You were going to call her?
Lots of ones.
I never told her I was going to call her. I'm going to get my phone right now and read off what I sent to the person.
Okay.
Notice this whole time, Julia says, I don't like sharing messages. I don't like sharing messages. And right away, she says, I'm going to share a message. There are some 2s in here. Okay. I just wish she would give us some solid proof. She can't even meet for coffee. I mean, come on. Something's weird here. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I want this addressed so I don't have to hear about it again. Excuse my manners to anybody in the chat. I'm trying to keep my composure. I'm trying not to use profanity because I have a lot of people subscribe to me who don't believe in cussing. I get it. So
hey, Laura.
Live stream started off very neutral. I
like that 1.5. I do like that because part of me believes that the other part's like something shady here, right?
Very neutral, and I want to keep that flow in this live stream. But now you all are coming in with all this stuff. See, I'm not with all this. This is the very reason why I said this case is so messed up because everybody's coming out with a version of he said, she said.
Right there.
It's out of control. But this is what I keep saying. Chaos breeds chaos. She
said, you did say you were upset and would phone me this morning. There it is. Terry Lynn says it. Let's see what Julie says back.
And nobody seems to understand that. This case is chaos. That's why the child is missing.
I'm going back to my conversation. Just give me a second. Sorry, I'm scrolling back. I was talking to one of her mods for a while last night. No, I never said I called Terry Lynn. The mod asked me, can you call me tonight? I said, can I call you tomorrow? Meaning the mod, and I have this in the message. And she says, will you call me tomorrow and text me? This is the mod. I said, yes, I can call you tomorrow.
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Why are you getting all up in with these YouTuber shit? I think she might be technically in Tennessee, but Tennessee isn't small. I don't think she's near Sumner County. I suspect she hasn't searched in Sumner.
How did you message this mod person?
They found me on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter. Okay. So you had a conversation on Twitter with the mod, and then did you call the mod?
Oh,
today
Cheech, I love that.
No, I didn't get a chance yet because I woke up and I just saw that.
We're actually going to head to Avalon soon, Cheech. Thank you. We're going to have a nice beach day, arcade, ice cream, the whole thing. Celebrate summer.
Oh, you just saw the message today?
No, I saw your panel today. So I was going on YouTube getting ready for my morning, and then this happened. And I guess now she's going to talk smack on me on her panel. I really wish she wouldn't, because there's things it's going to ruin everything. Like, this is my life that we're talking about here.
Oh, the dramatics, you guys. The dramatics. Here we go, right? If Terry Lynn talks about me on her live stream, it's going to ruin everything. It's going to ruin everything. This is my livelihood. I thought, what? You came in this the wrong way, Julie. We tried telling you back in the beginning. You didn't care. You knew better. You went right back to the same thing you said you wouldn't be doing. You said you woke up and you realized, and you gave all these, woeful things through these teary words, and then you went right back to bashing everybody.
I really don't need this.
Well,
Terry Lynn says, I'm getting ready to go out and search, but I will address it because I won't disrespect your panel.
The only thing I do is one of you will hop down and the other one could come up. But I really don't want this playing out on my network, quite frankly, because I don't
either.
No, but my son gets in it anyway. He don't care. He gets in it back in Mother's Day. She was playing in a YouTube chat last night that she lost 300 subscribers because of Terry Lynn. Well, she'll be on another panel tonight. Queen of Drive-Thru will be hosting her to be like, Granny's so bad. Did you hear that, Granny over there?
I was just
one thing somebody can say about this network. You have never had people who disagree or accuse the other one of something on the same panel.
I'll tell you what I enjoy. I enjoy refereeing. If anybody has a dispute with somebody, they want a place to handle it at, being neutral, being middle, I love doing it. I love it. Call me Judge Granny.
Do that. Because you're never going to get to the bottom of it. You know what's going to happen? Somebody's going to get upset. Somebody's going to start loud talking. And then it's going to be a back and forth, and I'm not going to be able to hear what they're saying.
Well, then you handle it. Hey, Miss Al, thank you so much. Thank you. She's the one who stuck her nose in on this YouTube. Become a police officer in Tennessee and request to be on the case. Of course, that won't happen overnight. Right. Meanwhile, she has Terry Lynn sitting there with potential evidence. And she's saying her dogs can't sniff it because she's not deputized.
I want to be a part of that.
I agree, that guy, that dude.
Right.
I'd rather one person speak at a time up on the panel by themselves, because a lot of people think
Deputy Judge
you should have both up there. So I'm going to say flat on YouTube. I don't do it.
I don't want to do that, and I don't want to get into the he said she said thing.
Right, you just played into it, Brad. What do you mean you don't want to get into it? You just played into it. Terry Lynn says, I knew about it at 1 a.m. this morning after you contacted 2 of my mods, Julia, when you said you would call me. You could have called me. So she reached out to 2. I'll tell you, don't sidestep me and reach out to my mods. We're going to have a problem. Reach out to me like an adult.
You said you was going to come. You said, I didn't say it to you. I said it to your mod. So now people going to say, well, who's telling the truth?
No, I'm looking at my Twitter conversation. Yeah, I'm looking at my Twitter conversation right now. I don't say that I'm calling Terry Lynn. She asked if I would call her.
Holy hell, day tripper.
And I said, y'all don't run this. You want that shit? You need to go watch it somewhere else. Okay. I've been very respectful during my whole live stream. Please do not make me get.
Damn, why you gotta call us ghetto for enjoying drama, girl? We all like drama. Come on. Thank you so much, Sandy. 2 scoops of ice cream. You're gonna make Jace's day.
Wrong for nothing. This is petty what you all are doing. This is petty. The lady said she did not want to be bickering with her.
Well, then she shouldn't have came on a platform.
What you all don't understand about that?
Well, she shouldn't have came on a platform speaking about Terry. Hell, don't start none while be none, right?
This is not helping him. This is hurting, if anything. It's
It would be disrespectful of me
Oh.
to let somebody come up and the person sitting on the panel prefer that you not let them up. Then why would I do that? Terry Lynn speak afterwards.
Terry says, I respect your panel and I will address it because she wanted drama and I don't want to be disrespectful. She reached out to 2 mods of mine. It's too petty and I want to search for this child.
But together, one person is saying they don't want to do it.
We get it, Queen. I respect it.
I'm not like the YouTubers
You better than us, girl.
that let the people come up arguing and screaming at each other.
I'll let you scream all you want.
I'm not like
Come on up and scream. I'll beat you, but you can do it.
because she wanted drama and I don't want to be disrespectful. She reached out to the 2 mods of mine. Well, what Terry Lynn, she just said she did that. So what's the problem? She just said she reached out to the mods.
No, she's the real dog handler, but there's questions because she's telling Terry not to say her name or the Ellie's going to handle it. Something is bogus here.
She said she didn't talk to you.
Facts. Everything
So,
was.
what's the problem?
The only reason why I reached out to the mods is because she was reading my text messages on a live, and I wanted it to stop because I was just like, please get her to stop. And I was
Okay, so let's start over, Jules. Who reached out to whom first?
on her live last night, she was talking about how she would wait a month for a dog, which she has been, but I've explained why. I was trying to do this the way I needed to. And
Let me start. Have you been in contact with Terry Lynn before the live stream?
that same day, I mean, yeah, I sent a group message with her and one of the person who's been searching. I mean, we've talked before on the phone and via
And that's what I want to know. I just need to know that you talked to Terry Lynn before the live stream aired.
Right, because why wouldn't she reach out to Terry Lynn? Why are you reaching out to her mods? She just admitted I reached out to her mods. Tony Math is no longer a member in the group he had created for Sebastian. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Mhm.
Okay.
She never
what
does.
was the conversation, if you can elaborate, with you and Terry Lynn before last night's live?
Like the entire time, just from yesterday.
Whatever. I don't really know what's going on.
Right here, Julie Miss in the chat. I reached out to ask them to tell you to stop reading my text on the live. So she did reach out to her mods.
We have been talking about, she found something 5 days before I arrived in Tennessee. And she wanted my dogs to detect it. Now, again, this is 5 days before I'm even in the state, which means I wasn't even in Tennessee yet. So this is being held on to for 5 days before I got there. So that's already just like a long window. And I was just like, that's when I came down there and I was trying to do this the right way with behind the scenes paperwork to get the proper, because like it's technically we considered evidence.
Let me ask this. What did Terry Lynn find?
Not the police.
It was a mattress pad with some questionable fluids on it.
A mattress pad with some questionable fluids on it. But yet nobody contacted the police. We're going to wait till you're deputized to find out if it's evidence in this missing child's case that you all claim to care so much about. Bless it.
Okay, what to the Sebastian case? Help me understand.
None.
We were trying to figure it out because we've heard in interviews that Sebastian urinated on a mattress pad. We were trying to figure out, I mean, that doesn't confirm it. So we were,
okay. So may I ask you, where was the mattress pad located?
She can, after I get off, she could answer that probably. I wasn't there the day they found it. I think it was near a grocery store.
Messy. Y'all messy.
I see what I'm gonna have to do from now on.
Uh-huh.
Yep. I see what I'm going to have to do from now on. Lord have mercy.
So Terry Lynn says that was Aaron whom was searching too. It was not me. It was Aaron, a searcher.
This is exactly what I was talking about at the beginning of this live stream. It's like the universe.
Yep, they're messy, Queen.
I would prefer that you please respect me and not go live about this. She already did one live. I'm just defending myself based off what was put out. Because I've been getting messages on my YouTube videos about, like, are you really in Tennessee? Yeah, I'm.
Well, Julia, you're more worried about what people say. Welcome to YouTube. Welcome to YouTube.
Here in Tennessee. I mean, what do you want me to do? Take a picture in front of the Welcome to Tennessee sign?
Yes, we do. We want you to take a picture in front of a sign and prove you're in Tennessee, ma'am. Yes, that's exactly what we want. So Terry Lynn says, have a great day. I'm going to deal with it on my platform. I'd rather be respectful, and this is messy. I agree, Terry. Take it to yours.
But then, you know, the internet works. You're like, oh, she photoshopped it. Like, no, like, I've been, people at TBI can verify. I've talked to the agents there.
Just because you talk to TBI can't say you're in Tennessee, ma'am. You want us to call TBI and say, TBI, is Julia Fallatini actually in Tennessee? You want us to waste TBI's time to find out where you are, Julia? You can't just prove to everybody you're in Tennessee? You want us to call TBI and ask about little old you? You're worthy of TBI's time?
I've talked to the FBI people. Like, I've been doing this the right way. This is exactly right. I'm regardless of my location. I have anxiety.
This is why she doesn't want to give up her location yet. She made sure the whole world knew she was going to Tennessee. She made a YouTube channel. She did all the things, but she doesn't want anybody to know where she is. Ma'am, shut up.
Like, people, and like, I'm staying with a relative of mine, and I know there was a rumor Michaela's my cousin. She's not my cousin. Michaela is definitely not my cousin. I'm staying with a male cousin.
It's just bizarre. I don't understand what the hell's going on. What is wrong with everybody?
They're all shady, Queen. That's what's wrong. They're all shady.
Please help us. What is wrong with everybody? You know the problem is what I said at the beginning? Everybody wants to be right.
Everybody wants to play a behind the scenes game. That's what it is.
If I was outside looking in and I had heard Sebastian and I was just sitting here listening at this live stream right now, I would maybe say to myself, maybe this is all about attention. Somebody wants attention.
It is. Julia wants attention, but she only wants good attention. She wants accolades and praise and all the things, and she doesn't want to be called out on her crap.
And I'm telling you, I'm telling you, but what I'm trying to understand is what is this bickering back and forth about a dog? A dog. And a mattress.
Why does anybody have a soiled mattress pad and not the police?
And that's my point too. I just wanted to defend myself as to why, because people were asking me, why haven't you gone to search this after? It's because I literally was going the legal, proper way before I did anything. Because I don't know, and the wife of the detective sent me a message this morning, and she was saying, hey, they've held on to it 5 days before you even got there. Be careful, because
who sent you that?
Before I did anything, because and that's my point too. Like, I just wanted to defend myself as to why, because people were asking me, why haven't you gone to search this after? It's because I literally was going the legal, proper way before I did anything. Because I don't know, and the wife of the detective sent me a message this morning.
The wife of a detective sent her a message this morning, telling her not to go sniff out the mattress. Okay.
And she was saying, hey, they've held on to it 5 days before you even got there. Be careful, because you could be considered, if this goes to court, there could be something against you.
Oh, you're supposed to be professional. You didn't realize that?
Do it the right way, which is what I've been doing. I wanted a paper trail of legal proof and action that since I've been to Tennessee, I've been trying.
That's what I don't understand. Terry Lynn, have you taken this evidence to the TBI, the police? Because what some people would understand, would say yourself, I guess, with Jules and the dog.
Who's going to court? Right, what the hell's going on here?
I don't know what I'm saying.
I get what you're saying, Queen.
I'm not trying to be rude, because I know people will gladly jump on that.
No, be rude.
Understand my perspective.
These people need you to be rude. We need to be rude at this point. What are you doing?
As somebody listening to all of this,
nonsense.
It's too much.
It is too much.
So, Terry, did you contact the police with what you have?
Fuck.
And if you contacted the police, when was the last time you contacted the police with this information?
Now, Julia's in the chat. Terry, please just stop. I'm explaining why people are commenting on my videos, and it's not fair. Just leave me alone.
Because that's what people are going to question. What did she say? I was confused because she felt like you were coming the next day a bunch of times and you didn't something.
Right, because you told Terry Lynn you would meet up with her several times, and you did it. You didn't. You didn't. Instead of just saying, I'm not meeting up with you because I'm not certified, you wouldn't meet up. You told everybody you were coming, you were going to bring your dogs to house search, you lashed on the creators like Terry Lynn that were live streaming so you can get your name out there, and then you stood everybody up, and now people are questioning, are you even in Tennessee, ma'am?
Well, why would she think that? I can't even pull up my string for some reason. This is weird.
Right, Remy?
I was reeling again. There were a couple times we were going to meet up, but people also have to remember I do still have a full-time job. I had a fever for 3 days.
Oh, now she had a fever. She has a full-time job. Lord have mercy. You got all the excuses.
Down and out, and I have proof of doctor's appointments to prove I was down and out.
Y'all. Whoa.
But
yeah, I don't understand why Terry Lynn would want her to look at it anyway. From my perspective.
That's all our perspective. We don't understand any of this, Queen. Lord, I'm being attacked by ants now. Oh my God. Why are bugs so big in Jersey? This weird ass place. All right. This is getting weird now.
I don't understand why Terry Lynn wouldn't take it to the police and say, this is what I found. Could you look at it? This is where I'm confused.
I mean, again, my dogs, yeah, they could have hit on it. So R was going to come and confirm it was like, and then my other dog, Gator, was going to match a piece of Sebastian's clothing, which belonged.
Do you have something belonging to Sebastian right now?
Not from Seth. I got it through the legal organizations. And here's
what legal organizations? What legal organizations gave you something of Sebastian's?
What I will explain. Some stuff, yes, it was taken for evidence. Yes, there's clothes specifically for evidence. But
so the police gave you clothes that were specifically for evidence. The police gave you clothes that were evidence. Okay.
Also stuff that was given specifically for canines to use. That's two separate things. And this is why I explained.
No, this is why you talk in circles. This is why we say you talk in circles. Faith, thank you so much. She was coming to play her role and got scared, and they all know it. She doesn't want to do what they planned her to do. They don't call Ellie. It's all coming from the same people. So you think it's one big conspiracy. You think it's one big conspiracy. Oh.
In my live stream the other night, this is why I said if you're like certified with similar credentials to canine officers, you don't fall under
we get it, Jules. You're better than all of us, ma'am. We get it. You're credentialed. You're professional. Nobody else is. We get it. You're better. You're too good. Got it. Now answer a damn question. Do you have articles of Sebastian's?
On a different set of rules, so like an AKC canine handler, you fall under like a police accredited association. That's where I'm certified through. I'm not like a regular handler.
She's better than everybody.
This to stop. I was just defending myself based off of what was already put out there.
Listen, the question was, do you have sent articles of Sebastian's? It wasn't asking what your credentials are and what your feelings are. You just can't ever answer a direct question. That's what people's problem is with you. Yes or no, ma'am?
That's all. I'm not trying to start new stuff.
But you are.
I'm just trying to defend what's already out there. We don't need to do anything new. I'm just defending because I'm getting comments. And
so you get to defend yourself against comments, but Terry Lynn doesn't get to defend herself against your allegations. Note it.
Messages asking about why aren't you doing this? I just wanted to clarify before it goes everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say is I'm just trying to understand why somebody think she would just go and take her dogs to a mattress pad. I don't understand.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because she said she would. Queen, she told Terry Lynn that she was coming and she would do it. And she told Terry Lynn she'd meet her on this day and that day and never showed up on any days. Lord. It is not that difficult.
Wow, I don't understand that.
I understand the reasoning for like what they're certified to do, but at the same time, this was in someone else's possession for 5 days, and I was literally trying to.
Duh.
Then why didn't Julie call the police? Call the police, Julie. Miss Professional.
I know another thing people were saying, like, oh, like
Better than everybody?
Production company. This is not for a movie. The last film I did was in 2020, and all of my films are about veterans who have PTSD.
Now you're lying. She's lying. I'm going to tell you she's lying because, Julia, I met you when you were filming rather closely to my house, ma'am. You are currently filming a show. Why are you lying? What was that new show they're filming? Snowfall? Snow something? Yeah. Remember, not far, they were doing like a bar scene. It was like about corruption and cops and stuff. Drugs. I forget what it is, but it's Snow something. And that's your film that you're currently filming.
It's in the description. Yes, I kissed a person in one of my trailers for the movie. I'm an adult. I kissed. Sorry.
Oh my God. Did anybody know she even kissed a person? Did we give a shit that you kissed a person? Who the hell knew that you kissed a person? What does that got to do with the price of tea in China? What are you talking about?
Right. It's, if you look at the description,
nobody's understanding. Yeah, if you were in that movie, I wouldn't have to do that because I'm not trying to get off topic. I'm not trying to be rude to them.
Who remembers when I confronted her and I said, "Oh, I seen you. I seen you were filming that movie near me." Who remembers that? You're currently filming a show. Why are you lying?
In the chat, there's 1,000 people asking questions. I'm trying to let her explain herself so that way she can't ever say she came up here on a panel and she didn't get to explain herself. But I must admit, this goes back to the.
Remember, Mystery? She never said it wasn't me. She never said, "No, that's not me, Granny." Nope. Because it's you. Because you're currently filming right now. The show's set to come out in the spring of this year. And it looks horrible, if I'm being honest, but I digress.
Why I followed the video, what I did. It's exactly why I followed the video. It's as if the devil went looking. Well, here's your title.
The devil went down to Tennessee, or did it?
Yeah. Here we go looking. It's exactly.
Yep. And like I played a cop in the Friday the 13th movie. I was literally hired as a police consultant.
Here we go looking.
Listen to that.
Yep. And like I played a cop in the Friday the 13th movie. I was literally hired as a police consultant for the film. I was hired as a police consultant for the movie.
So you play police in the movies.
And
that movie was good though.
The police officer in the movie, and I have a Friday the 13th tattoo because I was deployed to Kandahar.
Why? Friday the 13th because you were deployed? Are you dressing up in these actresses gear and pulling our legs here?
The first Friday of every month. There's 13 Friday the 13th movies out there if you include the remake. 13 of us got a Friday the 13th Jason Voorhees
That's so cute, but I prefer Michael. Jason sucks.
To somewhere on our bodies. That's just how we bonded. We were called the Jasons. That was our unit.
What does this have to do with you not showing up with your dogs, ma'am? We don't give a shit about your Jason shit.
Like our squad joke name was the Jason. So
she does this on purpose.
Tattoo on us.
She does this on purpose to confuse all of us, guys. This is very, very typical
of Jason.
Too many, Kitty.
That's it. So, and I don't care if you.
Did anybody ask about her tattoos? Did anybody ask about her kissing somebody during a movie? Did anybody ask what role she played? No, we didn't. We're asking about a mattress and Sebastian Rogers, not your fucking acting career.
I think it's weird. It is what it is. So.
What's weird is that you just told us that because nobody cares.
This thing's weird. Sorry.
Does anybody care? Any of you care?
It's what it is. If you're in the military, you get it. If you're not.
No, man. Being in the military does not relate to Jason Voorhees tattoos. What are you talking about?
But now I know she's going to go and talk about her live stream. There's really no need to do it. I'm sorry, Queen.
Nobody cares, right?
Sorry. I was just trying to defend because it's out there. I was just trying to defend.
Robin, because she got hit by mistake with all that other crazy nonsense that's going on. Robin.
Michael Myers is the best, hands down.
I know, and people keep saying just toughen up, but I mean, my career is at risk here. Like, everything gets, like...
You've been saying that since day one, Julia. Your career's at risk. So then back down. Fold out. You're not even... You're saying you can't search because you're not deputized. So what are you risking here?
I don't think people understand. And again,
no, we don't understand. We don't understand why you're putting yourself in this position, involving yourself in all this drama, constantly whining. For what? What are you doing?
The reason why I haven't is because
abort.
I was trying to do things the right way, but I couldn't help that the paperwork wasn't getting back to me in time, or I had a military call because, like, at the last minute, my commander's letting me work remotely. If he says, Julia, you need to get on the Zoom call now.
No. It's a different one, Lisa, and it's actually just going to be on, what did it say? It was going to be on, like, Paramount or something.
That's what I have to do. Sorry, I can't meet you today. I have to do this. I mean...
What? So she can't meet because she's sick. She can't meet because she's working. She can't meet because her boss says she has to do this instead. So when are you searching, Julie? With utmost respect, you mean to tell me you can't figure out for 10 minutes in a day to meet up with somebody?
It's just how it is. And I just, now it's like, I don't even want to call her without having my aunt, who's an attorney, on the line with me just to defend myself and protect myself, because that's what it's escalating to, and it did not need to. I was literally, I'm sorry, Queen, I was just defending.
The dramatics. Now I need my aunt, who's an attorney, on the phone line. Brr, brr, brr.
Myself, based off what was out there last night.
I'm glad you said something, but I want to give you this piece of advice from an older lady.
Tell her, Queen.
From now on, I don't care what you're doing, it's in the military or your personal life.
Shut the fuck up.
You clarify.
That's right.
Anything you say.
Right.
So this is why I don't like texting.
Because you talk in circles.
I don't do text with people. Anybody that knows me, don't text me nothing. I don't like texting. Call me, tell me what you have to tell me. I'll tell you what I have to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? Because you can misconstrue a text. So you have to speak on anything else pertaining to this case, or just in life in general, speak verbatim what you mean. Now, if it's something that you cannot repeat, then you just say it. I cannot give you that information. Because you know I'm sitting here curious about what you said earlier, where you couldn't, a certain conversation you couldn't reveal what I'm saying. Because it would be more drama, so.
And I know if she doesn't go into, like, I'm definitely not going to go and call her, because I was going to at some point today. Last night, I was getting so many messages and comments, like, why you this and why you that? It's like, please, people, it's like 2 a.m. Like, let me go to bed for a couple hours.
Nobody gives it, bitch. People leave comments. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to call you bitch. That was disrespectful. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I didn't mean that in like a negative way. But people leave comments at 2 a.m., 1 a.m., 7 p.m. I don't care. I see them when I see them. You don't got to respond to comments at 2 a.m. Turn your phone off and go to sleep. Please, people, don't comment to her at 2 a.m. She's trying to sleep.
Just wake up and have a new day. I don't want to call anybody right when emotions are super high. That's the worst time to call somebody. You just sat there and gaslit Terry Lynn that you were never supposed to call. So what are you talking about now? Lord, you talk in circles.
That's the reason why I wasn't going to let her come up here, because once I seen people kept saying, "Let her come up, let her come up," and then she was in the chat, and then you all of a sudden start talking about her. You started chatting about her. I was like, no, I ain't gonna be none of that here. I'm not going to let people go back and forth, because that's exactly what. I got emails sitting there from a week ago. I'm so sorry. I'll respond. What happened? It's easy to say, no, I wouldn't do that on your account. Well, that's easy to say until you get up here, and then you keep talking, and then she says something, and then you say, no, I didn't say that. No, that wasn't me. Then that's how it's going to get started. Y'all keeping her awake, so comment at 2 a.m. You better stop that. I don't know. She's going to go and talk about it. And now it's just like, it's literally, I only came here to defend something out there. This is not putting out a new thing. Listen, with utmost respect, Julia, if you're going to insert yourself in a high profile case and make a YouTube channel, welcome to the internet. People talk shit. Okay. Your psycho little buddy over there talks about me almost daily, making up lies on my name and running her damn mouth. That's what the people do. You better grow tougher skin, turn off notifications, and enjoy your day, because the people aren't going to stop because you say stop. Because, you know, in America, you have the right to defend yourself, so I don't. Because I'm an American. Bet you don't think the British have a right to defend themselves? What do you mean, because I'm an American? Because I'm an American. I have the right to defend myself. Everybody has the right to defend themselves. Stop it. This is YouTube. You take this shit too serious.
I'm trying to do the right thing.
Here come the tears.
Well, somebody says, do you believe Ellie is interested in solving this case? Can you speak on that?
There's a lot of stuff going on.
The professional answer is yes. As military and as a deputy sheriff, deputy dog, I absolutely think the police are interested in solving this case. Yes, of course I do. But Julie's going to give her circle answer that she always does.
I know they're very close to the vest, but you have to think of as to why. Mm-hmm. This has gone way above and beyond what was originally asked. Katie and Chris.
You're not even giving a fucking answer, Jolie. Do you know how to say yes or no or be direct? What are you talking about? Chris and Katie, beyond and beyond. I'm about to go to the beach because you're getting on my nerves.
I know they're very close to the vest, but you have to think of as to why. Mm-hmm. This has gone way above and beyond what was originally asked. Katie and Chris reached out to the Cajun Navy because they were around for Riley.
Actually, Katie and Chris didn't reach out to Cajun Navy. You're wrong.
Strain, which everybody heard about. But once the Cajun Navy got involved and all these public posts were happening,
Isn't it funny that Julia's tied to Cajun Navy, the fake Cajun Navy, the problematic Cajun Navy? Anybody else find that so funny? Like, you're connected to the fallacies. You're connected to the bad guys, ma'am. You realize that, right?
Blew up nationally. Like, this blew up.
And that's why you're here, because it blew up nationally.
So
pity party for two.
That's kind of
maybe they can invite Seth too.
Why? And I think because of that, they have to be very, very careful with what goes out. They don't want to like have a press conference. Like,
even if it wasn't national, they have to be careful. You're not. Sorry, I muted for a second.
The whole point that's law enforcement. It's just like all the stuff you see.
Right, Queen. Crimes, that's like, regular law enforcement.
They have a reason for everything. There's a methodology in everything in law enforcement, especially if they're on the case and they're doing what they need to do. They cannot just come out and tell you what you think you want to hear. It doesn't work like that. They have to preserve the investigation. You cannot, especially if you think that you are on to, let's say, suspects. You cannot just come out and just randomly throw out, yeah, we think, Bubba and Susie May did it. Well, here comes the question. Well, why do you think they did it? Well, what were you going to say in response? Now Susie May and Bubba walk around knowing that they're suspects. I can't tell you stuff.
Queen's funny. You're funny, Queen. You're right.
Right. I will never say anything bad about Terry or anybody else. I'm just presenting stuff that was already out there. I'm not going to say she's a bad person. I think she's great for volunteering her time. I really do. I truthfully think what she's doing is awesome.
Suck her ass a little bit harder. Maybe she won't go live about you later, but she still did.
You think they have?
Yeah, I had to, Remy. Sorry.
Suspect, or do you think this is criminal? Let me start with that. This is criminal in the eyes of law enforcement and also yourself, or would you like to decline both questions?
I mean, I can't speak for them, but I'll speak for me. If I was looking at this, if I were running this investigation, the only reason why I would keep things close to the vest is because if someone did have him or something was going out there, I don't want to tip off anybody to what's going on. I mean, I can't speak for Eric Craddock or, Carter and what they're doing, but all I've learned in the past, everything law enforcement does is for a reason. And you know what, it's okay, because maybe they want to have this out there that like, oh, we're just like kind of doing our thing, and maybe someone will get angry or somebody's going to do something stupid because they think law enforcement's not paying attention.
Lord, all right, that's it with her. That's it with her. So that's what we have, folks. Take it or leave it. That was the conversation of Julia talking about Terry Lynn. Now she's telling Terry Lynn, if you say my name, Ellie will handle you. But yeah, she's an American and she has a right to defend herself. But Terry Lynn apparently doesn't, because Julia is more of an American than any of us because she's professional and we're not. And la-di-da-di-da. She got a Friday the 13th tattoo and she kissed a man in one of her productions. What is going on here? Seriously, what is going on here? This feels like a game. Anyway, I appreciate you all spending the day with me, but she stressed me out. I'm going to the beach. I hope you all have a great Saturday. If you haven't, please consider hitting the thumbs up. Julia, it would be easy to prove. Are you in Tennessee, ma'am? Yes, no. That's simple. Prove it. That's all. The people want to know. They want to know. Since day one, you put all eyes on you, and then you cry that the eyes are on you. You inserted yourself here. You took a big spotlight and said, I'm Julie. I'm a professional. Here I am. So answer to the people.
On February 26, 2024, an Amber Alert went out for 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers. Sebastian is white, 5'5", 120 pounds, with brown hair and brown eyes. Sebastian was last seen wearing a black long-sleeve shirt, black sweatpants, and glasses. He has a medical condition that may impair his ability to return safely without assistance. If you have seen Sebastian or have information regarding his whereabouts, please contact the Sumner County Emergency Center or TBI at 1-800-TBI-FIND. Let's take this moment to pray for Sebastian's safe return.